Nerds! Today's episode is sponsored by NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast. Ready to expand your financial game? NerdWallet can coach you on smart strategies like choosing investments, finding your next credit card, and setting a budget that works for you. Score major points towards your summer vacation by learning expert tips for choosing a high-yield savings account and how to build wealth by investing in index funds. Slide into summer with smarter decisions in 2024. Follow NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast on your favorite podcast app. Future you will thank you.
When fine lines and wrinkles are cutting your confidence, discover the magic of Dermaclara. Our 100% medical-grade silicone patches are your secret weapon against aging. Imagine those fine lines and wrinkles fading away, revealing smoother, younger-looking skin. Our customers have experienced remarkable transformations, often witnessing improved skin elasticity and the disappearance of stretch marks within a month. Yeah, even stretch marks, because Dermaclara is there for you at every stage of your skincare journey. Dermaclara's reusable occlusion patches harness the power of your body's natural healing process with just one ingredient, medical-grade silicone. So you can trust that your skin's being treated safely, naturally, and incredibly effectively. It only takes as little as 20 minutes to start seeing results. Plus, with our satisfaction guarantee, there's no risk to trying Dermaclara. Join countless others who have transformed their skin and boosted their confidence. Visit dermaclara.com today and say goodbye to wrinkles and hello to beautiful, radiant skin.
Start your summer road trip at Midas and get up to $30 off your next repair service. Plus, get a free closer look vehicle check to make sure your road trip ready. So if you need a brake service, an alignment check, or tune-up, hit up Midas for up to $30 off. For more details, request your appointment at Midas.com.
My neighbor Ned brags a lot about his smart home. So I showed him my ecobee smart home. Turns out ecobee's a lot smarter. So tell the Ned on your block about ecobee. Just yell, "Get yourself a smarter home." Visit ecobee.com today.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith from the Men's Room. And did you know I have a podcast? Well, I do. The Podcast. New episodes uploaded every Wednesday on the Odyssey app.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
And away we go. Welcome to season 19, episode number 4109. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and Mike Hawk. And you are the Men's Room. On tap today, once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's Meat Potatoes has Barry Kurtz, drummer from Shinedown, stopping by to talk hot sauce. That makes sense. We will play Profile This. Plus headlines, a Men's Room shot of the day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
Click, clack, drink-a-dum.
All right, here we go. The U.S. Capitol Police Headquarters wonders, hey, who here dropped their cocaine? Meanwhile, a New York man is arrested because his lawn art is hanging brain. Horse in Brazil escapes floodwaters by heading to a 3rd-story loft. A man with ironic bumper sticker hopes his jail bed will be soft. And it turns out the self-driving cars tend to mess up a lot. You don't say. Say the least. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, today is the day that we play Big Dummy, the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. And here's how it works. You call us, we'll spin. I'm getting there, man.
Gotta talk a little faster.
We will spin.
The wheel's spinning.
We will spin the category wheel, and then we'll ask you a question from that category. But here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right, because as always, We want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. Now, so far this year, our biggest dummy has been the lovely and talented Pam, who thought the word transparent was Caitlyn Jenner's pronoun and found a way to answer 13 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Well, of course you can. Everyone else has. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy.
To be a contestant to play Big Dummy, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live, and send your emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors. Pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime, made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
Start your summer road trip at Midas and get up to $30 off your next repair service. Plus, get a free closer look vehicle check to make sure you're road trip ready. So if you need a brake service, an alignment check, or tune-up, hit up Midas for up to $30 off. For more details, request your appointment at Midas.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The color of scrubs should never be an indication of someone's ability to be a great clinician.
For sure, respect.
Absolutely.
Respect. Mic drop.
Yeah.
Dental sound bites.
Listen now wherever you get your podcasts.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
All the shows, away we go. Welcome to season 19, episode number 4109. What a large and in charge program we have for you today.
Oh, huge.
Guaranteed future repeat. The head chef is back. Ted's Meat and Potatoes. We have, believe it or not, a guest with the head chef.
Well, he's the head chef. He's Michelin ranked, all that crap. Ted knows people, man.
I know bands and I know chefs.
So we've known Shinedown for about 20 years, I guess, at this point almost. But either way, they are getting set to do a few shows this summer. I believe that Zach and Brent are out doing some radio stuff. They had another hit that basically got popular on the top 40 charts.
They had an unexpected hit.
Yeah, an unexpected hit again.
So the band wasn't prepared to go out, as I understand it, but like the singer and the guitar player were like, look, man, we'll take care of that. You guys prep for a new album or something. Yeah. I'm just like, but that's a nice problem to have.
So I saw those two with Bert Kreischer the other day, and Bert was crying.
Oh, really? What?
Well, he's got a good voice.
Unbelievable.
He really does.
Yeah. Those guys are jumping around the country. What is Barry doing? Barry just created his own hot sauce. Right. So Eric's in the studio, who is the bassist and the producer. He's working on some new stuff, but either way, Barry is busy in the kitchen as he's always been, and now he has his own brand of hot sauce with a Shinedown label on it. Yeah. And we've got it sent to us, so we're going to taste a little today and welcome in Barry to talk. Hey, we can talk salsa, we can talk sausage, we can talk beer. He talks hot sauce. We've talked about getting a hot sauce.
We have.
Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff we've thought about before, like mustard or hot
chips,
sauce.
Hot sauce.
I mean, you name it.
It's all kind of junk food. Yeah. I mean, it's never been like, how about Impossible Meat? No.
Good crap, though. You know what I mean? So Barry's joining us, and we'll talk about his brand new hot sauce. What else do we have for you? More locations. Speaking of the IPA, on the Men's Room IPA from Black Raven Brewing. Thank you for continuing to send those in. And if you do happen to find it, just take a picture, shoot us an email to the Men's Room at KISW.com, and we'll spread the word. So we appreciate all of you who've been doing that. More Metallica tickets coming up. Metallica tickets every day in May. The time we picked today, 4:20. We will give you the secret code word, and you text that at 206-803-ROCK for your chance to win tickets to see one of two nights at Metallica. There's all kinds of grand prizes, too. Like, they have the entire vinyl catalog for one lucky winner with a record player included.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to win, man. To be honest with you, I'd rather pay for my concert tickets and get that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good stuff. So the code word, again, is at 420, and you want to text the code word to 206-803-ROCK. And today is the day that we've played the game known as Big Dummy. It's an easy game to play. We'll spin the category wheel. You're either playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober. And as we do when we play Big Dummy, I like to do a little Men's Room poll. Last week on the poll, basically a study came out that was the longest study as far as nutrition goes, what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat, and it was a 35-year study. So it's the longest one they've done. And they came up with all the foods that you should not eat.
And in 35 years, you knew the answer to most of those.
Yeah, the list is exactly what you think it would be. It's any kind of soda, sugary drinks, including fruit drinks, believe it or not, that is included.
Does it taste good?
Coca-Cola, I know it's got a lot of artificial stuff in it, but the bottom line is it's the sugar. It's no different from the sugar standpoint than orange juice is.
Right.
So if you think you're doing yourself a favor, I mean, it's not too far off. What else do we have? Baked goods. So anything baked. That would include anything baked. Bread, cookies.
Your roommate.
Yeah, you name it. Whatever it is.
Me at 9 p.m.
Right. Baked goods. Bacon and lunch meats. Maybe one of the worst things. So if you like any kind of jerky, if you like pepperoni on your pizza, if you like a roast beef or a turkey sandwich, ham sandwich.
If you like to eat
bacon, it's all gone. Chips also came in there. So no shock there. So in this instance, we said, look, you've got to eliminate 3, and you can only keep one of these things that you can continue to eat. So trying to make you healthy here. And here's how the results shook out. If you follow us on Twitter at Men's Room Live, the poll is up there. And coming in 4th place, most of you said, 11% of you said, hey, I would stick with soda. So I'm going to get rid of chips, baked goods, and bacon. And I'm just going to keep the soda. I found that shocking, but 11% of you, 1 in 10, said yes. Chips came in 3rd place at 14%. That would be the one that people wanted to keep. I'm going to keep eating chips. I'm going to get rid of bacon, baked goods, and soda. In 2nd place, that would be baked goods at 28%. I can live without the bread. I can live without the cakes. Number 1, by far, 47%, almost half of you said, if I can only eat one of the 4 things, it's going to be my bacon and my lunch.
There you go.
You know, maybe I can't have a hamburger on a bun, but I sure can just have a hamburger with bacon or whatever the deal is. So this week on the poll,
I mean, the bun on a hamburger obviously matters a lot.
Yes, it does.
But at the end of the day, I'd rather have the burger
over the bread.
Sure.
We were talking in the office just about school in general. I don't know if we were talking about your kids, Steve, or whatever the deal was, but we're talking about school and the idea of school. Still, to me, when my daughters needed help with their homework, I would get a sickening feeling in my stomach. It took me back to being 12 or 13 years old. I love my friends. I like the extracurricular activities that I chose to do. I could not stand going to school. It was just one of those things. There were subjects I was interested in and did like, but the majority of it was just, I couldn't stand it.
Yeah, I hated school.
I hated school.
Every day of it.
So our poll is kind of based on scenarios that you can be put into, but you have to pick one of the 4. So the first one we picked is you would go back and do 9th grade. Now, 9th grade, your freshman year in high school, which is often a transitional period for a lot of kids to be the youngest and go to a bigger school. Where
now, are we going back at our age now, or are you going back to 14 years old? Right now, you missed out something in 9th grade.
You're going to go.
You got to go back.
You're going to go now. Yeah, whatever age you are, you're going to go back to 9th grade. Now,
I'd like to say it'd be easy, but until you get to math, and I'd be like, I really still have no idea how to do this.
So I have read stories where people have gone back to high school as adults. Why? They wanted to play basketball. Or they wanted one more shot. It had nothing to do with the academics.
Correct.
They went back just to see if they could sneak on the court and maybe play one more.
Look, if I'm going back, I'm playing freshman football.
Yeah.
And you're going to hit children.
We're all freshmen.
Just a 42-year-old freshman.
Yeah, but you're probably going to make the varsity team.
Maybe, but I'm laying out some 13-year-olds when I get there.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, also, I'm going to have a raging headache and probably go to one practice and be like, I can't do this anymore.
But could you get the grades good enough to be on the team? Because you still got to do the academic part, right? So you might start, but by October, they might be like, Smitty.
Yep.
Hey, man, we're looking at your grades, bro. And I know you're 43, but like the rule's the rule.
Right.
Yes. Now academic.
That would be weird because probably the teacher I'm older than.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like, screw you. I have a real job.
Now, academic-wise, a typical course of study for 9th graders include a wide range of topics for science and social studies. These usually include everything from biology, chemistry, and physics for science, U.S. history 1 and 2, U.S. government, world history for social studies. Math usually starts with Algebra 1 in ninth grade, but there are other math subjects that students can take. While for language arts programs, grammar, vocabulary, composition, foreign language, electives also become a vital part of any ninth grade education. Now, math concepts, which is my problem, include algebra, geometry, pre-calculus, personal finance, and other stuff. Vocabulary, general communication. Did you get the idea? You're going to ninth grade for a year.
Yeah.
By the way, according to the county, the city, you got to be there 7:55 first bell. I know all schools are different, but this is the average. 7:55.
All right, 7:55.
And you get out at 2:25.
All right.
To give you an idea. Number one choice, ninth grade.
So I got to say, it would be weird to walk out of ninth grade and be like, all right, guys, I'm going to the bar.
Yeah.
But it's legal.
I'm hungover. Yeah. Sorry, Coach. But yeah.
So, my bad, Coach. I was at the Rolling Stones.
My God, I'm hung. Oh. Choice 2 is 1 month in jail. What jail? You pick the jail. You know, we're not going to get too specific on that. You're incarcerated for a month.
Let's just say central lockup.
Yeah. You're
like Kent County lockup.
Right.
Yeah.
You're in jail for 1 month. Do you take the 1 month in jail? Do you take the 1 year of ninth grade? Option number 3. We have Marine Basic Training. Marine Basic Training is 13 weeks in 4 phases. Week 1 is preparation for the 12 weeks of training ahead. Recruits can expect a flurry of paperwork, haircuts, uniform gear issue, medical evaluations, strength testing. By the way, you kind of need to start working out way before you get to this point.
This is the age that you are now.
Yeah. By week's end, they'll meet the drill instructors who'll take them through with their thorough training. Marine recruits will likely experience food rations and sleep deprivation, rigorous round-the-clock marches, low and no-light infiltration movements, combat resupply, casualty evaluation scenarios, team development, team field firing combat scenarios. The requirements to be a Marine: you must have a high school diploma. You must be a legal U.S. resident. No felony convictions. According to this one, at some point in time, you're not allowed to have any more than 3 tattoos. You also have to pass the initial strength test, pull-ups or push-ups, and running, and planks and crunches.
So you got to qualify. You can't just go.
No, we decided for today's purposes.
You're just going to go.
Even if you're 60.
You're just going?
You're going to boot
I
camp.
can't do that because I got 6 tattoos. No.
You're going.
Yeah. A day typically begins what time in Marine Basic Training?
5 a.m.
Oh, you're close. 0400 hours or 4
0400
a.m.
hours.
That's when
That's
revelry is sounded. And recruits present themselves for accountability. After personal hygiene and morning cleanup, they perform physical training Monday through Saturday. After the morning meal, the recruits begin the day's scheduled training, which includes classes, drills, martial arts. They can go to church on Sunday. Thanks.
Cool.
After the noon meal, the day's training continues until the evening meal, typically around 5 o'clock or so. After this time, recruits are given the opportunity for 1 hour of square away time, during which they remain under the supervision of the drill instructors, may not leave the squad bay. They are preparing to sleep. They need to hydrate. They are allowed to pray together for 5 minutes. Ensure that their footlockers and rifles are locked, loaded, all the things for the next day. Lights out about 8 to 10 every single night. That's 13 weeks. That's Marine Basic Training.
And when do you masturbate?
I'm not
But
sure.
you're just under the supervision. Like, come on, man.
I don't know.
Come on.
Maybe you don't.
Come on.
It's probably the talk of the entire session.
I wouldn't even bring it up. But dude, everybody here
Yeah.
is horny. We know this. Don't talk about it.
And your fourth option, you're going to live with an ex for 1 year. What ex? You know. This is
You
not,
know the one that made you throw up in your mouth a little
Right.
just when their image went through your head?
the
That one.
that you hope you never have to run into, see again, communicate with.
Remember the one that tried to stab you with a pair of scissors? That one.
But you're going
That
to
ex.
cohabitate for 1 year.
To me, this is a no-brainer. It's
Okay.
absolutely a no-brainer.
So ninth grade, 1 month in jail, Marine Basic Training, or live with an ex for 1 year.
I'm going to jail. And I know that's ridiculous, but look, one, it's 30 days, and it'll be 30 terrible days. I certainly do not want to revisit high school, right? And like I said, even knowing what I know now, wisdom is not academia. So I still have to try to pass the classes.
No, yeah.
I still have to take the test. I still don't get the math, all that crap, right? So no. As far as...
Also, just from your ego standpoint, you have to go back. In my mind, if I go back to ninth grade, I need to do better than I did the first time. I have aged. I am matured. I think I'm better disciplined in certain things.
In my case, man,
even
the bar was set pretty low with me.
I understand
I
that.
know I would do better, but I don't know that I would do well. And to be honest with you, man, I feel less enthusiastic about the idea of doing homework now than I did then, which is unbelievable because homework did not exist to me then. Basic
also,
training.
I don't want to be dumber than a 15-year-old.
Oh, I already know I am.
I know I am too, but I don't want to know for a fact.
School stuff would be tough.
I don't want to know it on paper.
I'm not even like the smartest kid in the class, and ego-wise, I can't do that. Marine Basic Boot Camp, man, 12 weeks. I'm 55. I groan when I get out of bed in the morning. No, just period. No.
Don't you think you would get in shape pretty fast though?
I think I would get in shape, but here's the thing. I'm not trying to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't go to the gym now because I don't care enough to pursue that kind of thing. Well, so I'm sure I will come out of there in better shape, man, probably smarter, all that good stuff. But again, I'm not interested in pursuing any of that. I'm fine being the slob and degenerate that I am. It has served me well.
At 18 years old, I don't think I needed to stretch as much as I do now just in basic life.
That's what I'm saying.
So I need stretch time. Like, Sarge, man, I got to stretch.
Yeah,
I need an hour, man. I'm serious.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, at 55, I'm telling you right now, there's absolutely no chance that I could even handle it, much less, people screaming at you and all that.
Also, 3 pull-ups are required just to get in.
I can do pull-ups and I can do push-ups, but when you say carry this gun and jog all these miles, like, okay, well, we're done.
Miles is right, too. The mental strain of the DI staying on your butt, like that's going to be tough to take.
And I'm already married. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
It's
like, dude, I already deal with this. I don't need you telling me what time I need to get up and what I need to do today. That's already my life.
Your entire 13 weeks are dictated. You are on a strict regimen.
Yeah, I'm married. That's what life's like. I don't need you. But you know what she doesn't make me do? Jog.
In
or
boots.
Do push-ups. Or run up hills, or like none of that.
There's like water week. All these weeks have different themes.
Yeah,
so there's some of the psychological warfare as far as your head and getting to that.
Again, I'm married.
Right? So. Don't you have to finish with the Crucible at the end?
The Crucible. Yeah. There's a swim week where I don't know if that's the one where they used to say like somebody's going to try to drown you. Or
I'm pretty sure that is what they do.
But there's also a deal.
Yeah, it's kind of the thing.
You're fully clothed. They throw you in the pool. How much time do you have to get everything off your body?
I don't know.
13 seconds. Your pack, your boots, your pants.
Yeah, why would I do that?
13 seconds.
I'm going to jail. Give me 30 days.
That's to pass that
so
one.
Give me 30 days in jail.
So, our men's room poll. You're going to do one. Repeat 9th grade. 1 month in jail. Marine basic training. Or live with an ex for 1 year. We'll come back with Big Dummy right after these.
Tired of fine lines and wrinkles? Dermaclara has the solution. Our 100% medical-grade silicone patches are designed to naturally reduce wrinkles and improve skin texture. Safe, effective, and reusable, these patches deliver visible results in as little as 20 minutes and lasting results in just 30 days. Our customers rave about their transformations. Plus, with our satisfaction guarantee, you can try Dermacare risk-free. Discover the power of natural skincare at dermaclara.com and say hello to youthful, radiant skin.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
This season on Nada Yada Island.
When we were new, they spoiled me. They even gave me a phone. But then, it's like I didn't exist.
Don't take yada yada from your wireless carrier. Now with Metro, get that new customer feeling again and again. Introducing Metro Flex. Free 5G phones when you join, same deals as new customers when you stay. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Just bring your number and ID and sign up for an eligible plan. After 12 months, trade in and get our best deals on select devices.
Nerds! Today's episode is sponsored by NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast. Get your head in the financial game with smart investing and budgeting tips straight from the nerds. NerdWallet's experts will set future you up for success. With dependable, fact-based insights, no financial misinformation allowed. Learn how to save on your summer vacation, find your next credit card, or loan for a big purchase, and invest in your next index fund. Make smarter decisions in 2024. Follow NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast on your favorite podcast app.
Rev up your drive with Volkswagen of Bellingham's exclusive offer. For a limited time, get behind the wheel of a brand new 2024 Volkswagen Atlas, Taos, or Tiguan with 4.9% APR for 72 months. Head to Volkswagen of Bellingham today to drive home in style. This offer is only valid through March 4th. Terms and conditions apply. Visit VolkswagenofBellingham.com to learn more.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, real quick. Steve, you said you picked jail.
Without a doubt.
Ted, men's room poll. I think I'm going back to 9th grade, man.
Same. I don't know. That's a tough one.
I think I'm going back to 9th grade. I don't know if I'm going to try out for the baseball team, football team.
Yeah.
I'm taking the whole thing as one big challenge.
I loved freshman year. But it is a whole year.
Yeah.
Right. Still
Like jail's horrible.
It's 30 days.
But it is 30 days.
What if I made the honor society or something? Like set some goals like that. That would be crazy.
See, this is the opportunity. Everybody in this room has the opportunity to be the cool old guy in school. Like, hell yeah, dude, I'm going back.
You think you'd be the cool guy in
You're
school?
damn right. Those nerds, I'd be the cool one. You damn right.
They're bumming cigarettes from me left and right.
I'd be like a doggone mascot to them.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, just show up wasted every day.
Good times. All right, the game is Big Dummy 206-803-ROCK. Steve, who is our first contestant, ready to play the big game?
Hello, Dave. Welcome to the men's room.
Dave!
Hello, Dave. Dave?
There he is.
Yeah.
Hola. Dave, are you sober or not sober?
Check your phone, man.
9th grade.
Dave, are you sober or not sober?
Sober.
Okay, Dave. Welcome to Big Dummy. All right, our men's room poll, you're going to do one. Repeat 9th grade. Spend 1 month in jail. Marine basic training or live with an ex for a year.
I would do the month of jail.
1 month in jail.
Right there with you, man.
Okay.
Absolutely.
How bad would the ex be for a year?
I wouldn't even consider it.
Okay. All right, that says it all.
All right, Dave, here is your question. Who plays the character Ali G? Ali G.
Yeah, no idea.
6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9.
That would be your boy Borat, Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah, Ali G was how I first found him.
If you get the chance, just Google Ali G and enjoy the skits. They are freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I think I used to watch that on HBO.
Was it HBO?
For us, it was. It might have been an English show, and then HBO would show it.
Okay. All right, your question. Who was the 7th president of the United States? He is currently on the $20 bill.
Jackson.
Oh, $20 bill, yeah.
$20. I figured that had to be the clue, right?
Game is Big Dummy 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Christian. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitchola.
Hola. Christian, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober.
Not living up to the name, are you? Okay.
Not today.
Our men's room poll, you're going to do one. 9th grade, 1 month in jail, Marine basic training, or live with an ex for a year.
I have to go with Thrill. I'm going to go jail.
Going to jail.
I'm having a lot of company in there, even the text. I agree with Thrill on jail. You get 3 meals a day. Nobody really bugs you, and I could get conjugal visits. Someone else says, dudes, I've been co-parenting for just over 2 years. Living with the ex is the worst effing thing. Put me in any of the other 3. Doesn't even matter. I'll get ripped in boot camp, check out cheerleaders, or just leave me in peace in jail. Please, anything but the ex. Damn.
Okay.
Wow. I mean, the man said he would do each of the other 3 more than live with the ex. All right, here's your question, multiple choice. New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, or Virginia? Where was the first drive-in movie theater?
Just random guess. I have no idea. Pennsylvania.
To me,
I'll say New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
Somehow it just makes sense. You want to get out of the car?
I got an idea.
When I can just sit in the car with the girl and watch the movie up on the screen.
You get a little privacy.
Or not watch the movie, if you know what I mean.
That's what I'm talking about.
You catch my drift.
All right. Your question. What holiday is celebrated with an aluminum pole, the airing of grievances, and feats of strength? I knew you'd know that.
Sorry, can you say that one more time?
Yes, I can. What holiday is celebrated with an aluminum pole, the airing of grievances, and feats of strength?
Christmas?
Close.
Festivus. Festivus for the rest of us.
I forgot that the year the Ravens went to the Super Bowl, like they didn't say the words playoffs.
Oh, that's what did he call it?
They started like when they clinched, they had like a Festivus celebration in the stadium.
That's right. God, I totally forgot about that. Yeah. All
Except for Goose. Goose was like, I don't care. Playoff.
You didn't care about it either. All right, your question. Which Shakespeare character killed Polonius? It's a title character.
I think I heard this one in high school.
Now you're going to jail, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's true.
That's true. Ooh, I can't remember.
Is it Hamlet? It is, in fact, Hamlet. We had to read Macbeth. Did not have to read Hamlet. There may have been something else from Shakespeare we were supposed to read, but I didn't read that either. God, I can't remember what it was. Did you read Macbeth or Hamlet? Because like it seems like you're obligated to read one of these frickin' stories.
I don't know that I had read either of those.
Were you supposed to?
No, but I was also in a specific reading class in high school that was.
You don't need Shakespeare. You don't need Shakespeare.
No. Yeah, we read easier books.
Tell you what, we would. The teacher would have us each take a part in these books, right? And basically, as you're learning Shakespeare, these people would recite the lines as you go through it. You have not lived until you've heard Baltimore City School high school kids perform Shakespeare. It is a unique experience.
When I was a kid, man, books were like movies now if I want to start them at 10 o'clock or not. How long is this?
Oh, I know. How many pages is the book?
20 minutes? I can do this.
See, that's why I was excited for Old Man in the Sea, because it's like 89 pages, but I got through the first 3 pages, done. I can't. This is boring.
Fahrenheit 451 or whatever it was. So.
You know what, Thurl? Somebody on Twitter makes a good point.
What's that?
We went back. Well, no, it's us our age. They were like, you could have hair again. I'm like, ooh.
No, listen.
You're going back.
You're going back this age.
I am fine bald. Second of all, no, we're going back to the age you are now. Which, oddly enough, being bald was all the rage back when I was in high school. So, go figure. All right, your question. The song Afternoon Delight was the only major hit for what one-hit wonder group?
The Starland Vocal Band.
You got it.
Wow, well
nice
done,
job,
man.
Dude. Nice job.
Closet Starland Vocal Band fan. Name another song from Starland Vocal Band.
I don't believe they had one.
They had to put out an album, right? Couldn't have just been. I don't know another one, so no matter what you say, I have to believe it.
Well, they've never been asked to come back around. So, I mean, you can't just go out and do one song.
So they haven't even done a casino tour.
Well, typically, you would lump 4 of those type of bands together, send them out on the road, and everybody would be happy.
But you're saying they don't even have enough songs to be lumped in with 3 other artists.
They only have one song. It'd be like,
they only have one we know, but they got a rack of songs.
Give me some titles.
Starland.
Okay. That's
California Day.
All right.
Baby, you look good to...
Whoa, what?
What?
Look good to what?
I don't know. It says ...
Oh.
Okay.
I think I know what they mean.
Baby, you look good to me tonight. Oh, there it is. Light of your life. Light of my life.
Don't know any of these.
Starting all over again. War surplus baby.
Damn.
Damn.
Wow.
Quite the range on that band.
Yeah. Hello, Mike. Welcome to the men's room.
Wow.
Hola.
Hola. Hey, Mike, you sober or not sober?
Sober.
All right. Mike, welcome to Big Dummy. Our men's room poll, you're doing 1. Repeating 9th grade. Spending 1 month in jail. Marine basic training, or live with an ex for a year.
We'll just go to jail.
Going to jail. Everybody's going to jail.
Just whatever, man. Just throw me in jail.
I hated high school. I skipped that.
Well, most of us did.
And it's funny, in high school, they were like, half of you are going to go to jail. Here I am all these years later, like, I'd prefer it.
I'll volunteer.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, your question.
Feed me better.
What's that?
They'll feed me better.
Well, the food would be about the same quality, I would imagine, but...
Yeah, I wonder if the 9th grade food wouldn't be as bad as I remember. Like, I would actually go eat at the cafeteria.
I don't know, man.
Because they used to have breakfast and lunch. You could get like a bowl of cereal in the morning, some orange juice. That's not the worst thing in the world. Banana.
My school was nothing like that.
Yeah, for breakfast.
I mean, you had lunch, that was it.
Breakfast was $1.35 and lunch was $1.70.
Hey, that's big spending now.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, look, I was over 300 pounds by the time I left high school. I used to eat a honey bun and chase it with a strawberry milk in the morning.
It's cool.
Yeah.
That actually sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, your
great.
question. Who painted The Scream? Who painted The Scream?
It's what you like to do to your girl, Mike.
Oh, no. You guys asked me this question before, and, The Scream was the answer. And, you guys talk... Oh, no.
See, that's like the capital of Kentucky. It's one of, you can keep asking. People just forget.
Frankfurt.
Van Gogh.
Edward Munch. That's the clue, you see. All right, your question. What animal's head appears on the handle of Mary Poppins' umbrella?
Eagle.
A goose?
Nope. Mike nailed it.
It's a parrot.
Oh,
parrot.
Oh, okay. All right. Is that like featured prominently in the movie, or is it something you just noticed?
I don't remember if it talks, but she certainly interacts with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I got through like 10 minutes of Mary Poppins. I'm like, oh, no.
Really?
She sings too much, man.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? It's cool that she can fly.
And I
Seems
watched
like
it when
a
I was
very nice lady. Just stop singing.
And I watched it when I was a kid again.
God's sakes. All right, your question. What is the capital of Florida?
Orlando?
What'd you say?
Orlando.
Tallahassee.
I could only think of Orlando because of Disney World.
Oh, there's also Miami for the
Jacksonville.
cocaine.
Mickey would make a better governor there.
Yeah, no kidding. Jeez.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Or Tampa, as it is. Tampa Bay. All right, your question. Foie gras traditionally comes from what part of a goose or duck?
The what?
Foie gras. It's a food. Traditionally comes from what part of a goose or duck?
In my mind, best served crispy.
Neck.
Stomach.
The liver.
Liver. Oh, liver.
Yeah.
Is it liver?
It is liver.
They fatty up his
Oh,
liver,
oh.
and then that's how you get it.
Okay.
Have you tried a grilled? Delicious.
I like it crispy. I hate it when it comes out all soggy.
I never had it soggy, but I was working at a restaurant. They put it on the menu for like a month. And then the chef ended up pulling it off because we kept eating it. And it's an expensive item, right? I had never tried it. Said, this is how we're going to do it. Grilled it up, put some kind of sauce on there. And I'm like, damn, this is good. So days that he was not there, we ate a lot of foie gras because we're like, one, it sounds fancy, and two, we can. Right. He got wind of this, and he's like, it's off the menu.
I just did it because the person I was with was very much into animals and animal rights and everything. And I just order it straight out, just start the meal out, look at their face, because I thought it was delicious. I didn't care.
It is good. John Cleese put it best. If we weren't supposed to be animals, they wouldn't have been made out of meat. All right, your question. What was Cape Kennedy renamed in 1973?
Cape Canaveral?
Oh,
Wait,
no.
I thought, wasn't it the reverse of that?
No. Cape Canaveral is its current name, but it was Cape Kennedy before that, because he's the guy that said, we will go to the moon, not because it is easy, but because people smarter than me think they can pull this
So
off.
why did he get kicked out then? Shouldn't he be the founding name?
Look, I feel that if you're the guy...
Okay, so who's Canaveral?
I don't know. That's what I mean.
I think it's the opposite of that.
It's not. It's Cape Canaveral now. They named it Cape Kennedy. It may have just been because he was alive for a hot minute, right? So we named it Cape Kennedy.
So if he dies, they take the name off of it?
Well, I mean, they still waited a couple of years. Wait till 73.
Oh, let's get rid of Kennedy. Let's put this Canaveral guy in.
What do you got, Ted?
It might have just always been Cape Canaveral. That's just the name of it. And then from 63 to 73, it was...
Oh, Cape Kennedy.
Correct.
And then they just went back to Canaveral.
Huh.
Oh, he's gone, man.
Okay. Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
You're going to love this, Miles. Hello, Eastwood. Welcome to the men's room.
God.
Smoke, don't drink beer, eat putty, and get high. Ow!
Hola.
Eastwood, are you sober or not
Big
sober?
fellas, baby. I'm not. I'm sober.
You're sober. Okay.
Yeah, I'm staying sober for you guys.
All right. Nice.
Thanks, dude.
Eastwood, do you still have the 5-gallon bucket in your living room that you're pooping in?
Can't you guys keep harping on that? No, in fact, I got my whole house yarded out, my freezer inside, and I'm tooling, man.
All right.
On cat.
You're moving on up.
Yeah, we're doing great. My birthday month this month. I'm turning a big 7-0.
You can't have a birthday
It's
month.
not a birthday month.
It's not a birthday month. It's a birthday. I don't care if you're
It's the
70.
whole month my birthday. This is my 70th, so it's the whole month.
All right.
You might as well just make it the
my
year.
daughter's birthday. She's 40. I told her I mentioned Bree on the radio, so I mentioned that. And it's Military Appreciation Week.
So are you going to take the Marine basic training then on the men's room pole, or do you want to do 9th grade again, 1 month in jail? Or
The killer, the Marine, Clinton Charles Copeland, Teamster, head of 174, the largest block of Teamsters. He went in the Marines at 13 and a half years old. Went all the way through boot, got a general, and went back in with Grandpa's signature at 16 and a half and did his time, man. He's
does that mean you're doing Marine basic training?
He went all the way through basic, 13 and a half.
Okay, what are you going to pick on the men's room police?
I'm going to go back to the 9th grade for Christ. Man, that's the best time of my life. I got kicked out in the 8th grade and got back into Hamilton. A little snafu with some matches in the garbage can.
A little snafu, yeah, arson.
Yeah, well, I was running down the hall and I flipped the match. I didn't know it was catching on fire.
Sure.
So I got sent to the worst place in the world, up to McClure on Queen Anne Hill. It was like going back to West Side Story, gangs and stuff. Got in a fight with a guy, beat him up, and God let me off the hook. I became a Catholic after that.
Great idea. All right, it's really helped.
The Pope has the same story. It's amazing.
Exactly.
All right, Eastwood, here's your question. How many suits are there in Mahjong?
How many suits are there? I don't know. I'll say 12.
Any guesses?
6.
3.
Oh.
Anyone ever played that?
No, I have not. I've played it on my phone and on my computer, and there's...
What are you generally trying to accomplish? Is it a memory game? Is it a match game?
It's a match game.
Okay.
So you're trying to find 2 of the same tile
to
eliminate it from the board, and there's intricate setups and whatnot. At least the version that I've played on my friggin' phone. But it looks like there's one that's characters, there's one that's... I feel like there's like flowers or like birds and stuff like that. So that's my understanding, yeah.
All right, Eastwood, your question. What explosive invention is the best known invention of Nobel Prize founder Alfred Nobel?
Mm-hmm.
What explosive? Let's see. Nobel, didn't he build that destructive stuff, nitroglycerin?
Dynamite, yeah.
Well,
Dynamite containing.
He launched the career of Jimmy Walker. He had no idea.
Jimmy don't talk about it, though.
Yeah.
I don't think you get dynamite without nitro. I think they go together hand in hand. But go ahead.
I believe that they do, but we just need the full. All right, Eastwood, your question. What poker hand comprises of 3 of a kind and a pair?
Of a kind. We used to play this game and use every... You have 7-card stud, and they deal you 5. You keep 3 and roll them, and and I won the biggest pot I ever had with that, and that was a full boat.
I was just about to ask you that too.
Biggest one.
So, what is your guess there?
That was a full boat.
Full house.
Full house.
Full house.
Full house. Yeah, house and boat are different.
I mean, unless you live on a houseboat, and then I'd cut you a little slack.
Right.
We used to do that every summer on the houseboat.
What's that, play poker?
No, we would float on a houseboat on Lake Shasta. It was fun.
I will say, in his defense, I've heard both terms.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
All right, give it there. I've never heard that.
I'm with them. We say full boat sometimes.
All right.
More Big Dummy on the way, 206-803-ROCK.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic, with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors. Pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime, made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
Start your summer road trip at Midas and get up to $30 off your next repair service. Plus, get a free closer look vehicle check to make sure you're road trip ready. So if you need a brake service, an alignment check, or tune-up, hit up Midas for up to $30 off. For more details, request your appointment at Midas.com.
I've been on the hunt for the perfect planner for years, but could never find anything that worked for my life. Then I found Zinnia, an app that's totally customizable. It makes planning so easy. Zinnia helps me record special moments, track goals, schedule self-care, and document my life. Zinnia has so many cute journal templates, habit trackers, to-do lists, and more. I use my phone on the go, then switch to my iPad to edit, add photos, and draw, and voila! Everything looks great. Am I obsessed? Maybe. Shh. Download Zinnia on the App Store today.
Planet Oat oat milk is rich and creamy, has 0 grams of sugar in Planet Oat unsweetened varieties, and is an excellent source of calcium with vitamins A and D. You should visit planetoat.com for more, Because there's so many good things, it's hard to fit them all in this short commercial.
Struggling with fine lines and wrinkles? Let me tell you about Dermaclara. Our 100% medical-grade silicone patches have changed the game for so many people. Safe, natural, and incredibly effective, these patches deliver visible improvements in just 30 days. Jessica from New York said her fine lines started to fade after just a week of using Dermaclara, and within a month, her skin was smoother and more radiant than ever. Megan from California couldn't believe how quickly her stretch marks disappeared. It takes as little as 20 minutes per use to start seeing results because Dermaclara's reusable occlusion patches work by enhancing your skin's natural healing process. Your skin gets the best care possible for every stage of your skincare journey with just one ingredient, medical-grade silicone. And we prioritize safety without compromising results at Dermaclara. And we stand by our products with a satisfaction guarantee, so there's no risk in trying Dermaclara. Visit dermaclara.com today and say goodbye to wrinkles and hello to beautiful, radiant skin.
Start your summer road trip at Midas and get up to $30 off your next repair service. Plus, get a free closer look vehicle check to make sure you're road trip ready. So if you need a brake service, an alignment check, or tune-up, hit up Midas for up to $30 off. For more details, request your appointment at Midas.com.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
This season on Nada Yada Island.
When we were new, they spoiled me. They even gave me a phone. But then, it's like I didn't exist.
Don't take yada yada from your wireless carrier. Now with Metro, get that new customer feeling again and again. Introducing Metro Flex. Free 5G phones when you join, same deals as new customers when you stay. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Just bring your number and ID and sign up for an eligible plan. After 12 months, trade in and get our best deals on select devices.
I was doing an extraction. It took me like 10, 15 minutes to get the tooth out. And the patient was like, well, why did it cost that much money if it only took you that amount of time? And I politely responded, you're not paying me for the amount of time it took. You're paying me for the amount of time it took me to be trained to do it for you in this short amount of time.
Dental sound bites, created for dentists by dentists.
For sure, respect.
Absolutely.
Respect. Mic drop.
Yeah.
Dental sound bites.
Listen now wherever you get your podcasts.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith from the Men's Room. And did you know I have a podcast? Well, I do. The Podcast. New episodes uploaded every Wednesday on the Odyssey app.
99.9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Game is Big Dummy. 206-803-ROCK. Steve, who is our next contestant? Ready to play the big game.
Hello, Tammy. Welcome to the men's room.
Tammy.
Dummy!
Hello, Tammy.
Tammy.
We'll try again later. Hello, Connor. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola. Connor, are you sober or not sober?
Sober, coming home from work.
All right, Connor. Welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, our men's room poll. You're going to do one. Are you going to repeat the 9th grade, spend 1 month in jail, do Marine basic training, or live with an ex for 1 year?
I'll take freshman year. I played football. It was pretty fun.
You think you can still do it, Connor? You think you can still play right now?
No, I don't.
Okay. But would you try if you went back?
100%. I'd love to take out some kids.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, if you want to get some
Spoken like a
frustrations
parent.
out, yeah, you can definitely hit somebody.
All right, here's your question. Multiple choice. Ms. Clara Barton founded what? Girl Scouts, Doctors Without Borders, the Red Cross, or the Salvation Army? So Girl Scouts.
Red Cross?
Damn.
One and done.
One and done.
Nice job,
Connor with
Connor.
the big brain. All right, hang on, man. Before we let you go, 50-50 question for you. Your question, who won the first boat race between Oxford and Cambridge?
Oh. I think was that Oxford?
All right.
Oh, wow.
You're going to do well in 9th grade,
Yeah.
Connor. I can feel it.
Breeze on through.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Dan. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello, guys. Hey, hola.
Hola. Danny, you sober or not sober?
I am sober right now. I just survived the drive from the shipyard through Gorst. Just letting everybody else know there's a fire on the side of the road in Gorst.
All right.
Cool. Downtown's backed up on 5 as well. An accident, what, near Mercer or
Hey,
something
Dan,
like that?
Dan,
Yeah.
where is Gorst? I've heard.
It's in between Bremerton and Port Orchard. It's that
Okay.
small little sharp turn that goes through there.
Hey,
Gotcha.
next time you
Oh,
go
yeah.
there, man, please let everyone know that that's the most beautiful name I've heard for a town in my life.
I have been there. That's right. Okay, I'll do one.
Absolutely beautiful.
Ninth grade, 1 month in jail, Marine basic training, or live with an ex for a year.
Well, I've been married for 29 years now, so pretty much 20 of those years have been kind of like living with an ex, so I think I could survive one more year with an ex.
All right. Interesting philosophy, Dan.
Oh, he's not alone. Another guy texted in and says, I'd have to choose living with my ex for a year. As crazy as she was, I would have a better chance of getting some action than I do with my wife.
Correct, yes.
Damn. Well, I mean, in theory.
Well, yeah, that's true.
If that's
you probably get some of that.
Yeah, maybe.
But you got to live with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Might start to like it again.
I mean,
I could deal with it
for a year.
I mean,
like the first couple months, I'm like, okay, yeah, she's crazy and all this, and I don't like her. If you still
have a very active sex life, you can put up with a lot of things.
Sure.
Even if you have a nice wife but no active sex life, that will burn you.
Sure.
Right. You know, so I'd almost rather deal with a little bit
If the sex were that good, why is she an ex? Because there's something about her that no matter how good, crazy sex is great sex, right? Everyone, men, women, everyone says that.
Maybe she cheated on you.
Whatever. Still, there's a reason she's an ex.
She made a mistake.
And you can tell yourself that for the first 3 months.
There you go. Hey, and also let you guys know, I've been listening, I think, since you got Battle. And first-time caller calling in. I just heard the topics and said, you had to talk about my wife. And
all right. I like that. Throw my wife under the bus. Why not?
Make sure you let her know. She'll be happy.
I will.
All right, here is your question. What country has the largest number of citizens living in the Arctic Circle? What was that?
China.
Russia?
China. Russia. It is.
Yeah.
That's why they always look so happy.
Is
in all the
Mongolia
pictures.
in the Arctic Circle? Is it not north enough?
I don't know if it's north enough.
Man, have you ever looked at a map of northern Canada?
Sure.
There is nothing.
No, there's nothing there.
There is nothing.
There's land.
Nothing. Not one town. I mean, there's a little tiny town every once in a while.
Yeah, because somebody has to live somewhere. I mean, it looks absolutely terrible there. You ever notice, like, every time they show you a picture or video of people that live in the Arctic Circle, the looks on their faces are like 1920 U.S. photographs. Like, no one is smiling. Nobody looks happy.
But they paint their houses like the Dutch Caribbean. One will be peach, the next one will be blue.
Well, that's all you got.
Well, they're all cold.
They're cold. They just look miserable. I want to say that is where, so at some point, this woman was like 112 years old, right? So they do an interview like they do with anyone that lives that long. And most of them are like, well, I've lived a long, happy life. She's like, this is a curse. God has cursed me. I want to be dead. She won't kill herself, but she's like, she feels she's cursed. That's the Arctic Circle. All right, here's your question. How many AA batteries do you need to make up the same voltage as a 9-volt battery? 1, 4, 6, or 8?
Four.
I'll say 1.
6.
6?
Yep.
6. Dang it.
Hey, man, I didn't know.
I think I was guessing they were like 2.5 volts each or something.
Somebody explained to us before how they all work. The difference between AAA, AA, 9-volt. And it was interesting, and I remember none of it. That's the thing.
That adds up.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's kind of interesting. That makes sense. Couldn't tell you a thing about it now. All right, your question. What southern U.S. city is located on the shores of Lake Pontchartrain?
Lake Pontchartrain?
Pontchartrain.
U.S. city.
Yep, correct. Everybody always associates this city with a different body of water.
Correct.
But it's on the shores of Lake Pontchartrain.
And that lake is massive.
It is a big ass.
And it's brackish.
And it's brown, dude.
Yeah, I think there's parts of it where there's actually like sharks.
For real?
Yeah.
That makes sense because you got that prison out there.
Not Alcatraz, is it?
Is it New Orleans?
New Orleans.
New Orleans, yeah.
Believe it or not, it was on the shores of Lake Everyone thinks the Mississippi, and the Mississippi's right there, but Lake Pontchartrain.
Yeah, if you go up to Baton Rouge, it is shocking how long you're crossing that lake.
It is a big ass lake.
Yeah.
Speaking of lakes, who was dipped in the river Styx to give him invulnerability, except for this one little spot?
Mr. Abato.
That would be Achilles.
All right. See, if he had known then what he found out later, man, dip me in by my hair.
Right? Wasn't he dipped in by? He was held by his feet.
He's held by his foot.
Right.
Right. Dipped into the river Styx. So
Isn't
then
the
he got
river Styx on
vulnerability.
fire?
No.
What?
It's just a river in hell, right?
No,
it leads to the underworld.
Correct.
But it's not hell necessarily. So the idea is they dipped him in, holding him by his ankle, right? They cover as much as they can, but his ankle did not get covered, so the Achilles heel, that was his one weak spot, and that's what took him down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And that's why they call it that. So
That was their
anytime
excuse.
something goes
So
wrong
it's like getting baptized.
with your Achilles, they suspected that it would. I mean, they named the thing after him.
Also, don't know why that killed him.
He shot with a freaking arrow, man.
Right, in
He probably bled out, Mike.
In the foot.
You shoot with an arrow in the foot.
Are there any major arteries there?
I mean, there's people that live without theirs.
Mike, there was a guy locally, he was shot by his girl with a pellet gun, and he died.
Really?
Yeah,
swear to
honestly, it was like
God.
2 or 3 weeks ago, man. Yeah.
Went into his lung, man.
In the Achilles tendon?
No, she shot him in the back, and the pellet went through, and
Oh, it hit important stuff.
I think he was like shot in the eye or something.
Blood
No.
filled up in his lungs.
Oh, God.
With a pellet gun.
With a crossman.
But not his Achilles tendon.
Not his
No,
Achilles.
I'm just saying, like, I think
that was strong.
I would normally say I'll take the pellet gun to the back, but, other than the
After that story, I'm like, shoot
no.
me in the face. By the way, Lake Pontchartrain is 24 miles across.
Yeah.
Thank you, Texter. And a AA battery is 1.5 volts. Thank you, Texter. Hello, Rob. Welcome to the men's room.
What's up, y'all?
Hola.
Rob, sober or not sober?
I am sober on my way home.
All right, Rob, welcome to Big Dummy. Our men's room poll, you're going to do what? 9th grade again? 1 month in jail, Marine basic training, or live with an ex for a year?
Oh, I think I'm going to take jail one.
All right.
Take a jail.
Hang out with Thrill.
Man, we're going to have a lot of company, brother. There are a lot of people.
Well, someone said
visiting
there's a
us in
ping
jail.
pong table in one of the jails.
Issaquah said they have ping pong tables.
Wonder how the food
Not that
is.
that's a sales pitch, but versus the other three options, I'm like,
Where
okay,
was
we
the
get ping pong.
jail people kept calling in and saying, hey, really good food or cornbread?
The cornbread. Pierce County.
Pierce County.
County.
Cornbread? Maybe I pick that one.
Would you rather have ping pong as an activity or just know that once a week, once a month, you get cornbread? That cornbread.
Well, if they're doing good cornbread, they're probably doing pretty good other food.
I don't know,
it's
man. Yeah.
I'm just speculating.
Tonight we have lobster tail.
Yeah. I don't want that. I don't want that.
I don't want lobster tail. I want cornbread.
I want a hot dog and a piece of white bread.
Can we get filet mignon again?
American slice of cheese.
Yeah.
And a pear.
That used to be an apple. All right, your question.
I don't know. I watch a lot of jail shows. I've unfortunately spent a couple days in jail. Like sometimes they're just like this slop. I don't know what it is.
Well, that's what they call it. I mean, they call it slop. Like, we can't tell you what it is, not because we're being proprietary. We don't know.
This will nourish you.
We know it has nutrients and you won't die. All right, your question. The intestines of what animal are used to create surgical sutures, tennis racket strings, and instrument strings?
That would be cow.
Sheep. It is a sheep. Oh, man.
You reading the same thing I am?
No.
I'm reading the jail menu.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what do you got?
All right. Morning on Monday. Let's go. It's Thursday. Let's go with the Thursday menu. All right. Morning is grits with butter, scrambled eggs, fried bologna, 2 pieces of toast with jelly. Lunch is spaghetti with meat sauce, tossed salad, bread, and pudding. Dinner tonight will be a chicken thigh, spaghetti, broccoli, bread, and mixed fruit. Taken jail.
That was your sales pitch.
Yes.
The menu.
Yes. Salisbury steak with gravy on Tuesday nights.
From an article about what prisoners eat, one Minnesota prisoner said he tells new prisoners upon arrival, don't eat no chili, no burritos, no types of sausage or the sausage gravy, no meatloaf, no Salisbury steak. It's all bad. It's made from the meat marked not for human consumption.
Mm-hmm. Miles don't care.
Yeah, he's excited.
They got a turkey thigh on here. I'll eat that.
A turkey's been dead for 1.5 years. All right, Rob, your question. What is the only U.S. state that has no letters in common with its capital city's name? You follow me? So when you say the name of the state, none of the letters in the state match any of the letters in that state's capital. I can give you a hint. Dogs are known to die there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I hate that that's a hint, but it makes it so easy.
Arizona?
Come here, boy. Is it Pierre? Is it Pierre?
Yeah, South Dakota. It is South Dakota.
Is it Pierre or Pierre?
Pierre. Apparently it's pronounced Pierre, but it's spelled Pierre. That's what I've heard. Update, by the way, from one of our more astute listeners regarding Achilles' heel. First of all, the arrow that shot him in the Achilles, Mike, was poisoned. Okay?
Oh,
all right.
that's why I was asking the question.
Okay, well, that's what you made him sound like a little bitch.
Well, all I heard was the arrow.
Well, that's mainly what delivered the poison, yeah. And then, fun fact, Achilles, you guys ready for this? You got to pay attention. He had a twin brother.
You can't say all of it, man.
He had a twin brother named Bothades. And similar to Achilles, only when he was dipped into the river, they held him by his testicles. So most people know about Achilles, but most people don't know about Bothades nuts.
Oh.
Yeah. We have to reshare that story again sometime.
Yeah.
All right, your question. What number is represented by the letter M in Roman numerals?
Oh, man.
M.
M.
Mike got it. Mike's stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, no pressure.
I didn't even know about the poison arrow.
Or both of these.
X?
X.
No, what number?
What number?
For M.
X is 10.
That would be 1.
1,000.
Oh, okay.
Question 4.
I'm going to be laughing about both of these. My son's going to hear about that one.
See, I had the phonetic spelling. It was both of these.
No, both of these.
Yeah.
Both of these.
Yeah, it wasn't a TH, it was an F. It was both of these.
You know, I'm saying it wrong, yeah. Both of these. All right, your question. How many zeros are there in 1 trillion? How many zeros in a trillion?
12?
Okay.
Wow.
Well done.
Very
What were you
easy.
thinking, Ted? Oh,
I had
geez.
no idea.
Both of these.
Not even going to lie.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803 Rock.
For some reason, both of these just gets funnier to me.
Hola. Tom, are you on Team Sober or Team Not Sober?
I'm Team Sober.
Welcome to Big Dummy, sir. Our men's room poll. You're going to do 1. Do 9th grade over. Spend 1 month in jail. Do Marine basic training or live with an ex for 1 year.
Let's say do 9th grade over.
9th grade.
How'd you do in 9th grade the first time around?
Oh, pretty well. Not too bad.
Okay. I did terrible.
Did okay. It was a junior high then, so I wasn't actually in the... I was like the oldest kid in school.
Okay. Yeah,
My
our
school
9th
was
grade
first
was...
grade to 9th grade. That was a junior high from 7th to 9th.
And all the way through 9th?
So I only had 3 years technically in a high school. That's how
Okay.
they did it back then.
I always thought you were smart. I only did 3 years of high school.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. All right, your question. What was Barbra Streisand's character's occupation in the movie Meet the Fockers? Barbra Streisand.
She was a sex therapist, I believe.
And done, Tom.
Bad. Tom. All right, hang on there, man. We got a 50-50 question for you. Let's see here. True or false, only 4 countries do not have an official primary language.
I'd say true.
That is false. In fact, there are, I want to say it is 8. There are 8. There are Pakistan, Ethiopia, where I believe there's like 500 different freaking languages spoken in Ethiopia. Let's see, Pakistan, Ethiopia, Somalia, Costa Rica, Australia, the UK, and the US.
Okay. More Big Dummy coming up, 206-803 Rock.
I've been on the hunt for the perfect planner for years, but could never find anything that worked for my life. Then I found Zinnia, an app that's totally customizable. It makes planning so easy. Zinnia helps me record special moments, track goals, schedule self-care, and document my life. Zinnia has so many cute journal templates, habit trackers, to-do lists, and more. I use my phone on the go, then switch to my iPad to edit, add photos, and draw, and voila! Everything looks great. Am I obsessed? Maybe. Shh. Download Zinnia on the App Store today.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
This season on Nada Yada Island.
When we were new, they spoiled me. They even gave me a phone. But then, it's like I didn't exist.
Don't take yada yada from your wireless carrier. Now with Metro, get that new customer feeling again and again. Introducing Metro Flex. Free 5G phones when you join, same deals as new customers when you stay. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Just bring your number and ID and sign up for an eligible plan. After 12 months, trade in and get our best deals on select devices.
Nerds. Today's episode is sponsored by NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast. Get your head in the financial game with smart investing and budgeting tips straight from the nerds. NerdWallet's experts will set future you up for success with dependable, fact-based insights. No financial misinformation allowed. Learn how to save on your summer vacation, find your next credit card or loan for a big purchase, and invest in your next index fund. Make smarter decisions in 2024. Follow NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast on your favorite podcast app.
My neighbor Ned brags a lot about his smart home. So I showed him my ecobee smart home. Turns out ecobee's a lot smarter. So tell the Ned on your block about ecobee. Just yell, get yourself a smarter home. Visit ecobee.com today.
99.9 KISW. The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill.
Metallica tickets for you every day in May. We'll give you the code word coming up at 420. When you hear it, text that to 206-803-ROCK. In the meantime, the game is Big Dummy. 206-803-ROCK. Who is our next contestant ready to play the big game?
Hey. Albert, welcome to the Men's Room.
Arts and fish sandwiches.
Hola. Albert, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober.
All right, Albert, you're going to do one on our Men's Room poll.
Thank you for that.
Repeat 9th grade, spent 1 month in jail, Marine basic training, or live with an ex for a year.
All right, short story. I'm 32 years old, so I would take going back to 9th grade. I'm going to college right now, so.
What are you studying in college?
I'm doing my prerequisites right now for nursing.
Oh, all right, man.
And that's why you're stoned.
All the good meds coming.
Yep.
All right, Albert, here is your question. What vegetable grows so fast you can hear it? And in spite of being a vegetable, it's used in fruit pies and jams.
A fruit?
It's used in fruit pies and jams. Technically, it's a vegetable.
Is that the name of a mascot?
I don't know. In your world, Ted, I do not know. Maybe.
Like for our friends down south there?
Yeah.
All right. I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Okay, you're right.
Ted got it based on mascots.
Okay, based on mascots. Is it a college mascot or no?
So I will just say it is a professional baseball team of some level.
Okay. All right.
Some level.
So not MLB, but...
Correct.
All right.
Oh, is it a banana?
All right, I see Savannah Bananas. Rhubarb. And that's the name of the mascot of the Tacoma Rainiers.
Yeah.
Is it rhubarb?
Yeah.
Okay. I did not know that.
What is he?
He's a moose.
He's a moose, right, because there's the Mariner moose and then rhubarb.
Okay.
Yeah, know that, dude? What the hell?
I'm sorry, rhubarb, man. I don't mean any disrespect. When we met, we didn't really exchange names. I said my name's both of these. All
Do
right.
you know the Aqua Sox? What's that guy
I forgot to
say?
tell you guys. You guys have a great show, so.
Oh, thank
thanks,
you, man.
man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Ted, do you know the name of the Aqua Sox guy, or are you just asking? Because now you put it out in the universe, I want to know. Not that it even freaking matters.
He's a frog. Oh, Webley.
Webley.
You know who probably do that? Daily Biggs Morning Show.
Yeah, go watch baseball with him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right, here's your question. What magician/illusionist shares his name with the Charles Dickens novel? Is it Harry Houdini, Chris Angel, David Copperfield, or David Blaine?
Threw me off for years. I never, because there was the book and then there was the magician.
Oh, right.
Wait a minute, what happened here?
Oh, so you guys said there's a book by one, right?
No, there's a book by Charles Dickens, right? But the title of the book is one of their names. Harry Houdini, which sounds like a sex move, Chris Angel, David Copperfield, or David Blaine.
So I think David Copperfield?
It is. It is, in fact, David Copperfield.
Does it have
Family Guy.
Yeah, oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Family Guy teaches you a lot of stuff, man. Is there any... I have not read the book. Does it have anything to do with the magician?
I don't know, but obviously he took his name from that.
Yeah. Okay.
And boy, he's in the news lately.
He sure is. He's been in the
You
news
didn't
for
see this?
years.
Okay, so he's always been kind of suspected Kevin Spacey style. Oh, like there's rumors that he has been,
He's private island,
sexual
private
impropriety.
island in the Caribbean guy.
He
So
was
think about people who are
Jeffrey
private.
Epstein friend. All right. So anyway, as of today, there are 16 accusations leveled at him.
Oh, boy.
Oh yeah. It's not looking good for the illusionist.
Right. Yeah. And that stuff's been around there for a while.
But if he really is an illusionist, when he goes to trial, right, and there's a jury, I mean, he can just Jedi mind
just disappear.
That never happened. It just looks like it did, and she's gone. Yeah, I'm going to saw this one in half
for real this time. Hello, Terrell. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola. Terrell, sober or not sober?
Not sober.
All right, Terrell, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, what are you taking on our men's room poll? Are you going to do 9th grade again? Spend 1 month in jail? Marine basic training, or live with an ex for a year?
First thought I was going to jail, and then I thought about how all of these teachers are banging kids, so I'm going back to school.
To have sex with your teacher?
Yes.
I'd go back to have sex with Miss Rusk.
That would be the only chance you'd get. I mean, if you're going back at your current age, I mean, really, that's the only game you could play.
Exactly.
I need to issue a correction here because the texts are eating me alive.
Are you going to read each one? I think you should, because Ted, you've set off a firestorm. I know you didn't mean to, but you opened your mouth and now there's collateral damage.
But which one? Rhubarb is not a moose. He's a reindeer.
He's a reindeer.
He's a reindeer.
Okay.
Rhubarb is a moose. He's a reindeer. Rhubarb is a reindeer. You idiot, Ted. I said it. Rhubarb is a reindeer. Rhubarb is, I can't say that word.
Rhubarb is a mother effing reindeer.
He's the reindeer, you turd.
Yeah.
Okay, the reindeer. Reindeer.
Yeah.
My bad. I thought he was a moose since I was 5, all right?
Hey, Throw didn't even know his name.
Yeah, but you thought the
Don't
Alaskan
bring
airline
me
guy
into
was,
this.
was Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Oh, and how does that even make sense?
Because I was a kid, and he looked like Abraham Lincoln.
Doesn't look anything like Abraham.
It looked like his face on Mount Rushmore. I don't know why they chose him. It was like, great president.
I told you, my mom and sister first came out here. They're like, "What's with Bob Marley?"
Oh my God! What is going on?
It's not Bob Marley.
On that note, did you read about Wanda Sykes in New Orleans?
No.
I just read this today. She's like, I keep getting stopped by people because they think I'm Lenny Kravitz.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I don't believe
By the
that.
way, real quick, like Miles, I think we talked about it on the air the other day. But like Lenny Kravitz, if he goes to the gym, will still wear leather pants
And boots.
and leather. And Lenny Kravitz is just Lenny Kravitz all the time. So the day in my feed, it's like him getting off his tour bus. It's like he's going to Buc-ee's.
Right.
But he's still, like walking all like he's in all leather, and he's just like, I'm in Buc-ee's.
But that is how that dude is.
He's like Prince.
I'm here for my
Yeah.
colonoscopy.
I mean, like, look, I love Buc-ee's, so I can't imagine being in there. Like, is Lenny Kravitz getting the barbecue sandwich?
Dude, the dude is always cool. Yeah, what hour would I find the preparation H flaring up in my leather pants? And somebody'd be like, oh, absolutely, sir. Preparation H is the coolest thing we sell. All right, here's your question. How many times is a train's whistle blasted if it's about to move forward?
3.
2. 2? Yep. So you can get hit by a train, Terrell.
It warned you twice.
You just get to stand behind it. Oh, no, man, they're going forward. Oh, God. All right, your question. What is the FBI's motto? It's 3 words, and the letters F, B, and I are the first letters of each.
Federal booby inspector.
Yeah.
What is their motto?
Yeah, what is their motto? Say that again.
Federal Bureau of Investigation?
That's what the name means, but the FBI's motto is 3 words, and each one of those words begins with F, a B, and an I.
Yeah, no. Nope, I don't know.
I learned it from X-Files.
Fair, balanced. No.
What are you, a news station? No. Fidelity, bravery, and integrity.
Fidelity, huh?
Fidelity. Yeah.
Wasn't that a famous movie?
Would you like to work
High Fidelity.
High Fidelity, yeah.
John Cusack.
All right, your question. In what substance was Han Solo frozen in the movie The Empire Strikes Back?
Ted knows.
Yeah.
Well, Ted wrote the question.
I didn't know that stuff could freeze.
Lava.
Carbon?
Carbonite.
Carbonite.
Come on, man.
Carbonite. Question 4, Terrell.
Question number 4. On the TV show The Simpsons, which character has a pacemaker?
My mom wouldn't let me watch that cartoon as a kid. I'm going to say the grandfather.
Krusty the Clown. She wouldn't let you watch The Simpsons?
Nah, it was South Park basically back in the day, so no.
That's true.
I wasn't allowed to watch Simpsons.
Really?
Nope.
Oh, man.
Didn't like the way that Bart talked to Homer. So
Homer choked his child.
I'm aware
It's
of
okay.
that.
They beat each other with stuff. They tried to electrocute each
They
other.
didn't want us getting ideas, man. Rebellion was not a thing.
Yeah, I mean, South Park started when I was in high school, so it was kind of too late to be like, you can't watch that cartoon.
Right. I don't think my kids started checking out The Simpsons about a year ago. They thought it was hysterical. Yeah, well, good for you. South Park, I don't know. And if they are watching it, they haven't told me. All right, your question. Who was the first president with a middle name? He was the 6th president of the United States. Mike got it.
Ford.
John Quincy Adams.
Speaking of presidents with a middle name, well, walking around Cincinnati, they have a statue out there with a man on a horse, and on the bottom base of the statue it says Ohio's first president. Does anybody know who Ohio's first president was?
The president of Ohio?
No. He from Ohio.
I was like, how's that a thing? From Ohio.
Taft. Big enough to where they erected a statue for William Henry Harrison, which is an odd one because the man caught pneumonia giving his inauguration speech and died a month later. Odd flex,
They're
Ohio.
bragging about the guy that lasted a month.
Yeah.
I thought he got shot.
No.
Nope.
McKinley got shot.
McKinley got shot. Yeah, this dude died in office of pneumonia. I knew that. It served like a month, and that was it.
Yep.
Ohio's like, hell yeah. That's how we're doing here.
That's our boy.
Yeah.
That's our boy.
He made it 4 weeks, you sons of a bitch.
Well, I mean, he still won.
Yeah, he did.
Still got more done than that, POS.
They did the same thing to King here. I mean, he was basically the vice president of the United States for a month or a month and a half before he died. King County was named after him. Then eventually they went like,
say Martin Luther King.
Yeah, I don't think that was enough time to really give him a whole county, buddy.
Hey, Martin Luther. Hey, Martin Luther, we're going to change all the streets out and act like it was all about you. Yeah. It wasn't.
Man,
but we want to act like it was.
never stepped foot in Seattle.
Yeah.
Gets the whole county.
Right. Taking the whole county.
Yeah.
Great man.
I mean, Babe Ruth spent more time here.
I even had to explain that to a relative who came in to visit going, what is like Martin Luther King's connection with Seattle? Because we kind of forget about it. Until like everywhere I look,
he's everywhere.
I'm like, not a goddamn thing, man. I'm like, they're playing this crap like they cared. It was named after, and I explained this vice president, blah, 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 blah. They just changed it because it looks good. They ain't giving it right.
Actually, you know what? In November of 1961, Dr. Martin Luther King visited Washington State for the first time.
Seattle or Washington State?
Yeah, he went. I guess, experienced the story of historic visit to Seattle.
Okay.
And that was enough.
Mm-hmm. You get it, buddy.
He showed up. Cool.
Yeah.
We can do the signs now.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this. Did he ever visit Seattle? He did in November 1961. This visit proved to be much more controversial than expected.
Hey, sorry, man. We named the whole county after you.
Yeah, that's not good.
All right. You know, that's kind of like you get a necklace that says Sharon and has diamonds, and Sharon breaks up with you. So the next chick you meet, her name is Sharon. You're like, hey, baby, I got you something. That's basically what King County pulled off.
We're solid here, Dad. We're good.
Or keep it and say it was your mom's, and she wanted it. And it's an heirloom, and this is what,
I thought her name was Joyce. Well, that's why she gave it to me. All right, your question. The Chevy Camaro was originally going to be called the Chevy what? Python, Panther, Tiger, or Bronco?
The Panther.
Okay. Yes, indeed. Knew that one quick.
That was a sexy car. I love that old Camaro, man.
Oh, it's a great looking car, man.
The Panther?
Yeah.
I'll have to look that one up.
T-tops.
Oh, that's the big
Camaro. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The T-top. I was more of a Firebird guy, and it's probably because Smokey in the back.
IROC Z, too. That was another one.
I was huge in the 80s.
Yep.
Ooh.
They wouldn't let you buy one of those unless you had chest hair. Male or female, didn't matter.
Yep. And a white beater.
Oh, hello, Tammy. Welcome to the men's room.
Tammy. Hello, Tammy.
Is the record holder for like 87 wrong?
Hey, Tammy. Tammy.
We'll get back to her.
Tammy.
She seems busy.
I think she's explaining who the biggest loser is.
We said that like an hour ago.
Or the
to get back
biggest,
to her.
biggest dummy.
Biggest loser.
Tammy, are you there, Tammy?
Oh,
Tammy.
appreciate that.
Tammy, I bet you do. What's going on over there? I think Tammy's getting served.
Tell you what, Tammy's just having a time.
The question.
Tammy, are you talking to the radio or to your phone?
The question of the day.
She's just talking to her fan.
She's answering questions on it.
If you have choice,
She's already taken a presser for this show.
Going back
When does she's like, I hate these
grade,
guys.
She's explaining.
living with your ex for a year,
Yeah,
going to jail for a month,
that's right.
or going to Marine basic training.
That's correct.
But then what was the fourth one? She missed the fourth one.
9th grade. Hey, Tammy.
And most people are
She can't
choosing
hear us.
jail.
All right.
Does she know she's on
my
hold?
answer would be jail, and living with my ex would kind of be the same.
We learned a little something about Tammy.
Tammy, are you
Hello, Tammy.
And nobody said that so far.
Nobody.
Tammy. Tammy.
We're just listening into this conversation now. Who is she talking to?
Tammy.
I say she curses before she realizes.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Hello.
I'm here.
Hey,
Jesus
Tammy.
God, Tammy. Oh, my God in heaven. We already know what you picked.
Hola, bichola.
Hola. Hold on. Use your ESPN, Miles. What do you think? Tammy, don't answer this question. Miles, what do you think Tammy would pick?
I'm saying a month in jail.
I bet you she's debating between that and the X, but if she stayed with the X, it'd be like the same thing.
It'd be like being in jail.
You know what? I think that's the vibe I get. Are we right, Tammy?
No, this is Kimmy.
Oh, Kimmy.
Kimmy.
That explains a lot.
All right, Kimmy.
Kimmy.
Okay, Kimmy.
Kimmy.
I'm going to assume you're not sober, right, Kimmy?
What's that?
You're not sober, are you?
Questionable.
All right, Kimmy. Don't talk to the cops, buddy. Okay, Kimmy, what are you going to do? 9th grade, 1 month in jail, Marine basic training, or live with an ex for a year?
Well, I have to say that 1 month in jail and living with an ex would kind of be the same.
Jesus.
Goodbye, Kimmy.
Once again, bedroom colors, here are the things you can't say on the radio.
Oh, my God. Kimmy.
Nice try.
Sucker,
Kimmy,
mother,
Kimmy.
and please keep those words in mind when calling. Now, back to the program.
I think we should take a new contestant on Big Dummy.
I think you're right. Hello, Chris. Welcome to the men's room.
Mouse, she got next.
Hola. Chris, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober for the next 30 minutes.
You said not sober?
Just for the next 30 minutes, yes.
Okay. All right, Chris.
Blackout time.
Yeah. Our men's room poll, you're going to do one. You take a 9th grade again, 1 month in jail, Marine basic training, or live with an ex for a year.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Would I go back to the 9th grade at my current age?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes, as you are right now.
Ooh, no. Yeah. Let's do jail.
All right.
Wow.
This is great if you're a judge. You got 4 options, man. Like, what do you want to do?
Hey.
You know what? You're right,
Only a
man.
month.
Hey, man, whatever you got in trouble for, you're sitting in front of the bench, and that's what he says, man. Here, you got 4 choices. You definitely are guilty.
Sure.
Take one of these 4. And you're saying, give me the month in jail.
Yeah.
Please, sir.
I'm right there with you. Like, I'm absolutely going to jail out of those
So
choices.
then they walk your ex into the room, too, and you're like, oh, God, no way.
Okay. She's your only conjugal visit.
Yep.
All right, Chris. Here is your question. How many NFL teams share a name with a car model?
Oh. Okay, hold on. I got one. There's 2.
I'll accept one of 2 numbers, and I'll explain why.
0.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying 0?
Yes.
No.
I have 3.
More?
I've got more than that.
How many you
Hold
got,
on, give me a
Miles?
second. I have 4. I'm just going to go through a couple more teams.
They're football teams?
Yeah, NFL teams.
Well, there's an older one that's questionable, if you want to call it, but it's not around anymore.
That's why there's a couple of different. But if you guess it, I'll say yes.
Okay, so there's definitely the Chargers.
Got Chargers.
You got the
Titans.
Jaguars.
The Titans? Oh, the truck.
Yeah.
Nissan truck.
We got Chargers, we got Titans. Mike, the thing about Jaguar, now I would accept it in your answer. It's a make, not the model, but
Ram.
Got the Rams.
The Broncos.
The Broncos.
Damn it.
And there was a Ford Falcon, but I don't know if you're taking the Falcon.
Was there
I
like
was
a
not
Jeep
taking
Patriot?
the Falcon.
There is.
There is a Jeep Patriot. Damn, I got to add that to the list. And the other
Eagle,
one.
AMC Eagle? No, that doesn't count.
Would that count or no?
Well, it's popular back then, made by Jeep.
Because that's the case. You also have the Chevy Colt.
Yes, there's another one. Now you got to take that one, too.
So here's the thing. We don't quite know, but about 8 or 9. I had Broncos, Rams, Chargers, Titans, Colts, and then I put in parentheses, I put Jaguars if you're going to say it. But you're right. There was the Eagle and the old Ford Falcon.
Yeah.
So you got to think, how would you change that? Would it be how many with current car models or just all time, right? Because there was the Panther.
Wasn't there a car?
We just talked about the
Cardinal,
the Camaro being the Panther, right?
Well, it was going to be called the Panther, but they ended up calling it a Camaro. So I don't know. All right. Well, on that note, of the 4 major sports in the United States, how many share a nickname? You can blame Mike for this one.
Out of the 4 major sports,
how many teams share?
How many teams share a nickname? Or what are the teams that share a nickname? You got Giants.
You got Cardinals.
You got Cardinals.
You have the Jets.
I was going to say, think hockey.
Oh, yeah, hockey.
He still has to guess, Miles.
Panthers, Florida, and
He's guessing. He still has to guess.
Oh,
Miles.
sorry.
Yeah, Kansas is 4.
Write them down. Think them.
No, keep saying it. I'm going to get it.
It's the number, not the team. So I'm just, it's like the answer. The question's the number.
I'm going to go 1 for where I'm at now with no more help. 5.
I'll say 10.
6.
It'd be 8 teams, but 4 nicknames. Cardinals, Giants, Jets, and Panthers.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
And here's what pissed me off, because Mike was doing sports like 2 or 3 weeks ago. We were closing in on the NHL playoffs, and you mentioned the Jets were playing the Oilers. And it used to be the Houston Oilers, but I'm like, damn it. Then you brought up something with baseball, and you brought up the Giants, and I'm like, oh, God, I got to research. Thanks, Mike. All right. Now, this is ridiculous. We came up with this one yesterday. It's not really a question, but you have 5 seconds to answer this, okay? 5 seconds. Name 1 famous Asian American.
1001. 1002.
Colton Wong.
Did he get it in on time, Mike?
Yes, he did.
He did.
Okay.
And who was your guess?
Our old second baseman, Colton Wong.
Yeah. Colton Wong.
Colton Wong, yeah.
Colton Wong.
Let's see where he was.
Take it.
He's
Los Angeles. Wait.
Yeah.
Where was he born?
Hawaii.
Okay.
All right. Give it to you.
Now, there's a reason why we asked this question, all right? So we read the study yesterday that said that 52% of people could not name a single famous Asian American, okay? So we narrowed it down to 5 seconds on our own. 9% of people that responded said Jackie Chan, but the point is he's not American.
He's not, yeah.
He's Chinese, but that's where everybody went was the thing. And I remember I asked Ted, I was like, hey, man, name a famous Asian American. Then you and Miles, you him and Hall for a second, then you're like, once you get one, you start going through them all.
Right, I think I went Bruce Lee, Miles
but it took, you were like,
and then I threw in Mindy Kaling because she's
Indian.
Right.
Yeah.
Head chef coming up, we've got Barry Kirch joining us from Shinedown. He is a drummer. He's got a brand new hot sauce out, so we're going to talk to him during Ted's Meat and Potatoes. And we got your emails coming up next from the men's room at KISW.com.
Struggling with fine lines and wrinkles? Let me tell you about Dermaclara. Our 100% medical grade silicone patches have changed the game for so many people. Safe, natural, and incredibly effective, these patches deliver visible improvements in just 30 days. Jessica from New York said her fine lines started to fade after just a week of using Dermaclara, and within a month, her skin was smoother and more radiant than ever. Megan from California couldn't believe how quickly her stretch marks disappeared. It takes as little as 20 minutes per use to start seeing results because Dermaclara's reusable occlusion patches work by enhancing your skin's natural healing process. Your skin gets the best care possible for every stage of your skincare journey with just one ingredient, medical-grade silicone. And we prioritize safety without compromising results at Dermaclara. And we stand by our products with a satisfaction guarantee, so there's no risk in trying Dermaclara. Visit dermaclara.com today and say goodbye to wrinkles and hello to beautiful, radiant skin.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
This season on Nada Yada Island.
When we were new, they spoiled me. They even gave me a phone. But then, it's like I didn't exist.
Don't take yada yada from your wireless carrier. Now with Metro, get that new customer feeling again and again. Introducing Metro Flex. Free 5G phones when you join, same deals as new customers when you stay. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Just bring your number and ID and sign up for an eligible plan. After 12 months, trade in and get our best deals on select devices.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic. With 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors: pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime. Made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
Rev up your drive with Volkswagen at Bellingham's exclusive offer. For a limited time, get behind the wheel of a brand new 2024 Volkswagen Atlas, Taos, or Tiguan with 4.9% APR for 72 months. Head to Volkswagen of Bellingham today to drive home in style. This offer is only valid through March 4th. Terms and conditions apply. Visit VolkswagenofBellingham.com to learn more.
Start your summer road trip at Midas and get up to $30 off your next repair service. Plus, get a free closer look vehicle check to make sure your road trip ready. So if you need a brake service, an alignment check, or tune-up, hit up Midas for up to $30 off. For more details, request your appointment at Midas.com.
Want a natural way to reduce fine lines and wrinkles? Dermaclear's got you. Our 100% medical-grade silicone face patches are meticulously formulated for visible improvements in as little as 20 minutes and lasting results in 30 days or get your money back, guaranteed. They're safe and reusable and enhance your skin's natural healing process. Embrace the future of skincare and join countless satisfied customers who've transformed their skin with Dermaclara. Visit dermaclara.com today and say goodbye to wrinkles and hello to beautiful, healthy skin.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic. With 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors: pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime. Made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
My neighbor Ned brags a lot about his smart home. So I showed him my ecobee smart home. Turns out ecobee's a lot smarter. So tell the Ned on your block about ecobee. Just yell, "Get yourself a smarter home." Visit ecobee.com today.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith from the Men's Room. And did you know I have a podcast? Well, I do. The Podcast. New episodes uploaded every Wednesday on the Odyssey app.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
You heard the man. Text the word Kirk now to 206-803-ROCK for your chance to win tickets to see Metallica.
Do it.
As we have your Metallica tickets every day in May. Another pair coming up later on tonight with Kevin. Again, it's Kirk, KIRK, 206-803-ROCK. Text that now. Okay, coming on the program, the head chef's in Ted's Meat and Potatoes. Barry Kirch, drummer for Shinedown. He's going to stop by and talk about his brand new hot sauce. So we'll beam our satellites down to, I believe, somewhere in Florida and talk to Barry here in a minute. But first time for a few emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Birthdays. Let's see. Ola Bachola's newest listener of the Men's Room, Parker, was just born at Tacoma General after 4 days in the hospital. Can we please get an OG fish sandwich? A Ray Lewis came out of your mother's womb. And here comes the dope pusher after all the meds she made my mom take the past few days. Lots of love, that from the dad, Gibby.
2 Oregon fish sandwich.
There was a point that you got to when you came out of your mother's womb that the cord had to be cut.
Here comes the dope pusher.
Pretty accurate. Bitches, today's my daughter Kyla's 21st birthday. Can she get an OG fish sandwich, a big old bong rip? And Coach Ted talking about getting drunk for the first time. Maybe the captain talking about getting high for the first time. And some dad jokes from Miles. Appreciate all you guys do. What up, Mike? That from Adam in Gold Bar.
2 Oregon fish sandwich.
All right, happy 21st. Since you're just turning 21, then I would have to assume with your parents, this is the first time you have ever been drunk.
Oh, guaranteed.
There's no chance you even tasted a little bit of liquor before this. Not one beer. My suggestion, I don't know, get it somebody to drive you. Start with a Men's Room IPA. Yes. Go on out to Woodinville.
rack up to the bar, have some fun.
Ooh, well, ahoy there. No, the first time I got high, I was at a Peruvian brothel with Count Chocula and Buzz B from Honey Nut Cheerios. Now, Buzz got a hold of some blind squid. You know what I'm talking about by ketamine. It turns out I vomited out a prostitute while canyon yodeling and woke up 12 hours later in an unplugged refrigerator on a train full of hobos that were burning a raccoon carcass for heat. And that's when I said to myself, we need to do this again. Crunch Bears.
Holy cow. All right, dad jokes. Man goes into a sex shop. He says, excuse me, do you sell that magazine for men with small penises? Assistant says, it's not in yet. He says, yes, that's the one. All right. What is Jesus' favorite Japanese food? Jesus, what is his favorite Japanese food?
Oh, hang on. His favorite food?
Yeah, Jesus. Favorite Japanese food?
Hot cross buns.
No.
Oh, man, I don't know.
Jesus loves me so.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I told my wife she should embrace her mistakes, so she gave me a hug. Platypus walks into a bar owned by a duck and orders a drink. He finishes his drink and asks for the bill. Duck-billed platypus. And 2 scuba tanks were in the library. One says, I think you have a leak. The other one says, shh. Guys, a birthday request, all the dinosaurs. Birthday shout out to lovely Emily, an awesome friend, wonderful sister. Give her a Leroy Jenkins, followed by a bong rip, maybe some dirty Germans talking about pinball. That from Joe, sister Jen, and the dogs Cletus and Cuthbert and Ripley.
Leroy.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, they want to know about the ping pong.
It's the ping pong.
Yeah, the ping pong. The best part about playing the ping pong with her is she doesn't use a paddle to serve the ping pong balls.
First of all, in Deutschland, we call it the table tennis. Second of all, much like sex with the Germans, it involves 2 paddles.
Yeah.
Guys, it's my friend Paige's 34th trip around the sun. Wonderful mom, coworker, friend, daughter. How about some green beans, a fish sandwich medley, and a suck it up cupcake? Thank you all. That from Mary Beth.
Green beans, green beans. Can I get
a fillet of fish sandwich?
So you know I got
I'll have a fish sandwich.
Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich? Put the cheese and the tartar on the side.
I want a fish sandwich.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side.
Yeah.
I smell the fish sandwich. Maybe some dinner relish in the morning. At noon, and at night.
Can I buy you a fish sandwich? So you don't want a fish sandwich?
So, suck it up, cupcake!
Gentlemen, today's the 40th birthday of my awesome-tacular colleague and friend Laura. She does an outstanding job in our mission support office. I love comparing notes with her over our love of scary movies. And we've had a few fun adventures with her husband as well. How about some green beans? And the captain saying who the killer and final survivor would be if he's directing a slasher movie with the other mascots. Thanks so much, guys. That from Alex.
Green beans. Green beans.
What?
Green beans.
Okay.
Green beans.
Ooh, well, ahoy there. Slasher movie, huh? Well, based on most slasher movies, I think we can all agree that Uncle Ben and Jemima would die first. You see, it's always the black people that die first in slasher movies and in Star Trek episodes. As for the killer, I think it's obvious that it would be none other than Crackle from Snap, Crackle, and Pop, because I say this, I've seen him kill 8 different people in 3 countries in real life, but he once beat a man to death using a giant Fruit Loop. As for the final survivor, it was a big Fruit Loop, Mike. It was a bloody bad scene. As for the final survivor, that would be the Jolly Green Giant, because he can't really stab Big Green to death, although he doesn't like weed killing much.
You call him Big Green?
Big Green. But not just him. We got to walk under his kill. Man doesn't wear underwear. It's like a big cucumber and 2 Brussels sprouts. Crunch Bears.
I don't think the Brussels sprouts match up to the...
Guys, please wish the best damn morale focal in EMC history a happy birthday. With Ozzy Ted telling him the best way to keep sand out of his mangina. That from John, Darina, and Chulsa. I think I got that right.
All right. Ted from Melbourne. Hey, you got a little sand up there, huh? Well, maybe it's about time you stop being a little Sheila. Now, of course, we both know I want to use another word, but I can't use it on this one. You see? Not even a fun kind. Okay.
Yeah, it scared me too.
Oh. Sorry, mate. God, I haven't done Aussie in a while, man. That's tough.
Guys, I want to give a birthday shout out to my husband, Larry, of 24 years. He is 50 years old today. Hard to believe we've been together for almost 30 since you don't look any different than the day I married you. How about some Thrill Shotgun Gets, a Suck It Up cupcake, and Mickey and Goofy talking about some sexy time design ideas for the Barnuminium we want to build in Idaho. Love you so much from the wife, Tag, and Bear Bear.
So, suck it up, cupcake!
Get. Well, guys, we went on Google earlier today and looked up the old barnuminium, and that looks like it's going to be quite the old sex shack. But since the word barn is a part of it, I'd say you take after Trent right there and let them F you like an animal.
While we are animals, we're not really into the whole human-animal thing. But if you need some advice on this barn stuff, I'll send a delegate from that town of Eniplaw up there to help you out. Sorry, Eniplaw. Catch your strays.
All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans, brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefly.
Time to open wide and sample Ted's meat and potatoes. Now, here's your host, head chef of the Men's Room, the Ted Nugent.
Barry Kurtz from Shinedown. Barry, how are you, man?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great, man. It's been a long time. How you been?
Man, I can't complain. Still kicking, still working.
What, are you still a Jacksonville resident? Is that where you're residing?
Yes, still in Jacksonville. I don't plan on leaving unless I have to.
How hot is it right now?
It's mid-80s, upper 80s.
What about the humidity? Come on, man. Don't leave us hanging. That's where they get you.
100%.
Yep, that's about right. So it feels like 400 degrees outside. That's basically
Yes, it was actually raining this morning, so it is quite muggy out right now.
Oh, yeah.
Barry, did you buy a house, man, 20 years ago there or so? I mean, have you been in the same place for all these years?
Yeah, I guess I've been, almost 20 years in this house, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you made some coin off that. Did you, and I know how much you love cooking, and the reason we have you on is because Shinedown has a brand new hot sauce that is out.
But now, wait. It says Shinedown, but we know that you are the cook. Technically, would this be Barry's hot sauce is put out through Shinedown?
Yeah. I mean, I had the majority to do with it.
Yeah, we had a feeling.
That adds up.
Because as long as we've known the band, you have been the guy that cooks in the band. And apparently you hook it up, the band loves your food, et cetera, et cetera. So when the hot sauce came out, we're like, we know this is more Barry than Shinedown, but we understand what you did here, man. And we just tried it in the office. That is a good sauce.
It's awesome. Very garlicky, but I love garlic.
Yeah, you better love garlic. But it says it on the label that it's a garlic chipotle sauce. So,
yeah, absolutely.
I wanted to create, at least for the first sauce, because we partnered with Torchbearer. And, I've been working on this with them for roughly 6 months to get to where we are now. And we ended up with 3 hot sauces that I really like. This is the first of the 3 that we're going to release. And I wanted it to be, a hot sauce that just about anybody could eat. I didn't want it to take your head off. I didn't want it to be one of those. I wanted it to be, kind of baby steps. This gets you into the world of hot sauce, but then it had to have flavor. So that's kind of what this is for me, is kind of something that can go on just about anything. But, my 13-year-old daughter, who's not very into spices, can eat this and enjoy it.
It's got a nice back end to it as far as the heat. I mean, it does have a little backside, but it's not overpowering.
Yeah, it's still hot sauce. Hot sauce has to have a little heat, but it's not. Nowadays it's almost, in the hot sauce industry, it's competition to who can kill each other the quickest. I don't necessarily like those sauces. I love heat and I love super hot things, but it's better to have flavor. And agreed. These newer ones that, it's we've distilled capsaicin to its nth degree, and it's, could kill you if you eat too much of it. And I don't want to have to sign a waiver to eat my food.
Yeah, it's like edible pepper spray at that point.
What did you learn about sauces just going through the process of how the sauce is made?
Or were these sauces that you already kind of had in mind, and then you partner with someone who kind of just takes it to the next level?
No, and I have made my own hot sauces, and I still do make my own hot sauces. I garden a bunch of peppers, and I make my own. But this was definitely more both of us working on it together. When I started with Vid, who's the main guy over at Torchbearer, we sent emails back and forth. This is what I like. This is what I'm into. This is what I'm looking for. And he'd come back with kind of his ideas. What I learned is how much work it really goes into making a good hot sauce. We'd get version 1, 2, 3, and the first batch, here's 3 versions of the same sauce, but this one has more thickening agent. This one's thinner. This one has a little bit more vinegar. And you're literally tasting these, trying to go, okay, I like that. I don't like this. And then, okay, let's make these changes. Then you get another batch of these hot sauces and different things and trying different things. So it really, if you want to make something really nice, something unique, and something that has a good mouthfeel and flavors, you got to think about all those things. And it takes a little bit of time.
Yeah, absolutely. Talking to Barry Kurtz, drummer from Shinedown. I see on a side note here, it looks like that Brent and Zach, are they out doing acoustic things in cities?
Yeah, they're doing a kind of a promo run and keeping up with the success of the song "Symptom of Being Human." So they're out doing that right now. I was in the studio last week with Eric, our bass player, recording drums for whatever the next Shinedown record's going to be. So I spent last week doing that. And then I fly out tomorrow to Nashville to prep. We hub out of Nashville. That's where all Shinedown's gear is stored and everything. To prep gear to get ready for all these summer shows that are coming up. We've got quite.
Uh-oh. We got a frozen screen.
Come back, Barry.
Come back to us, Barry.
Come on.
We're waiting for you. Barry, you can do it, man. But it's frozen on his beautiful mug. So, there is that.
Technology.
Yeah,
there he is.
So the hub being Nashville, Barry, does that mean like when you guys, because I know when you go out, you're kind of like the, I don't know if you've carrying on the torch of, Hell Yeah, and the guys that used to barbecue and cook backstage and all that. But
all right, real quick, what is with the drummers and the cooking? Because Vinnie Paul always did all the cooking whenever I saw Hell Yeah.
I don't know. That's just the way it worked out. I think maybe that's the way the drummer brain works.
Yeah, I will say this: when I worked in kitchens, used to work in kitchens, and most of the other musicians were drummers. Everyone that worked front of the house were singers and guitar players. I think there's something to this.
I think there is, and I'm not sure what that is, but it's just part of our DNA. We love to cook, and we love to. That's our way of making people feel good. Sure. It's our love language, and since they don't give drummers microphones unless they absolutely have to, this is our way to communicate.
Nice. Well, okay. So here's what I need to know: when you have when you have all your stuff, what is your cooking rig? Like, what do you kind of pack with the band to take on the road with you? Do you have like a Traeger, or do you take grills, or like or do you use the stuff at the venue, or?
If the venue allows us, we will use that sometimes. Typically, there's laws and everything that they can't allow us to. We carry a Traeger grill rig with us. We also I have a induction cook surface that I can cook in a pan with, and then I also have a small portable barbecue grill. So the best of all the worlds, and when we have an opportunity to cook, we get to it. And Zach's a pretty good cook as well. He's a really good barbecue guy, so he and I get together a lot and cook for ourselves and other bands and their crews as well.
Okay.
When you go overseas, do you cook as well? Just wondering if you introduce some of that southeastern U.S. cuisine to the folks overseas.
Typically, no, but there was one time where I was in, where was it? It was, I think it was Sweden or Switzerland. I don't remember. Two very different places, but I remember it started with an S. And they put me on a cooking show to cook one of my favorite meals. And I said I wanted to make red beans and rice. And the hardest thing was all the sausages they came back with were sweet sausages. Oh. And it was very odd tasting by the time it was done because they didn't have their sausages that are very different over there. So it's like, oh, man, this just isn't as good as I hoped it would be.
Yep. Any irony in the fact that the Torchbearer people, it seems like the company's been around for about 19 or 20 years. It almost parallels you guys. I know you're a little bit. You guys are over 20 years as a band, but
yeah,
still.
I hate to admit it, but that's true.
Yes, it is. But in that time, I mean, we talked to you when we first got here 20 years ago, and you guys were just starting out, and now you're the number one greatest Billboard mainstream rock band of all time. Which is, when you think about it, is that kind of weird to just go, really? That you have the most number ones in the 40-year history of mainstream rock. Is that a weird thing to just kind of digest, so to speak?
I don't know that I can digest it. It's that strange to me to think that we've had such a successful career and to beat out our peers. And, not that it's competition, but I sure as hell want to keep that record.
But you want to beat their ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm going to keep doing that. It's amazing to think, bands, Van Halen, for example, isn't even in close second. It's strange to me. And I pinch myself every day that I still have a career after 20 years playing, I forget the name of that wonderful small club up in your part that we started at, but to go from there to amphitheaters and arenas, it's been a wonderful career so far, but the good thing about Shinedown is we're just getting started. We never really truly look back. We just keep going, what's next and what can we accomplish on this next thing? So I'm already looking towards the future and what the next record's going to be.
I think one of the more impressive things about that run, to be honest with you, is that, particularly in the world of rock, but certainly in music in general, you got to be in the news all the time. Somebody has to do something stupid. You're found naked with a nose full of cocaine and a hooker. And all. You guys have never been, but you guys have never been that. And it's one of those things we just find staggering that you don't hear horrible things. You don't hear crazy things. You guys aren't out there in a media blitz all the time. We're not inundated with it. But when you guys put out songs, everyone buys them. I mean, that to me is one of the most impressive parts of what you've done.
Well, I mean, I look at it this way. The only attention we need is that 90 minutes we're on stage. After that, we're just normal people. We all are very, in the band, lucky to have come up with good families and good moral value that, keeps us, and we keep each other in check. Not to say we haven't all done dumb things. We have. And
sure.
Everybody knows that Brent had a horrible history of addiction for a long time. Those are all true stories. But we really try to keep each other accountable and in check and keep our humility in line. It's important to stay humble in such a crazy, wonderful business. And I don't want to be the head of a tabloid. I don't want those stories being told about me. And at this point in our lives where three of us have children, I don't want my children to read those stories either. I want them to be proud.
Yeah, it seems like, we're
just don't throw any chairs off the roofs in Nashville. You'll be okay.
Brent
has the simple stuff.
Brent had the addiction issue for a while. Now he's addicted to physical fitness and working out and being in incredible shape. Zach seems to be addicted to Nike shoes. You're addicted to cooking food.
And
I think Eric's addicted to just being a producer and being in the studio and just working his ass off in there. Side note here, man. When you get to Seattle, because we're the forefront of we have our own product line.
Yeah, that's right.
You followed in our
That's
footsteps.
right.
You bring the 3 hot sauces once the other 2 come out. And we've got a Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company here. Unbelievably fresh, delicious salsa. We've also got a Men's Room IPA from Black Raven Brewing, but wait, there's more, Barry. We also have a Men's Room Beer Brat from Uli's World Famous Sausage. So we can do a little trade here when you get into town. Throw some sausages on the grill, have some chips and dip, and have a little backstage get-together.
You had me at salsa, then you said beer, and then you said brat. I'm all the way in.
All right.
Those are 3 love language foods to me. My family, I grew up in the South. My family's from Wisconsin, so brats are definitely a thing. And then salsa is my favorite side dish snack in the world. So I'm ready, and I am a very happy beer drinker. I love my beer.
All 3 of them are great.
Yeah. Barry Kurtz from Shinedown. Where is the easiest way if someone wants to pick up the Symptom Chipotle garlic sauce?
You can go to shinedown.com or to Torchbearer Sauces. I think it's torchbearer.com. And get all the information and sauces there. You can get them in singles. I think they're going for $9.99 for a single. You can buy a case, and they're also doing some 5-packs with 4 of Torchbearers. They did 2 different ones. One's a mild, so you get Shinedown Chipotle garlic, and then you get 4 of their mild sauces, or you can do a hot one. And their sauces are amazing, so go check it out.
What are the other 2 sauces you're going to put out, or can you say yet?
Oh, no, it's a secret, but they are going to be probably a little bit hotter and different. You want variety.
All right, Barry, we look forward to seeing you hopefully sometime soon, man. Take care. Good talking to you again.
Thanks. Good talking to you guys. Thanks for all the support over the years.
Yeah, man.
You got it, man. All right, take care.
Cheers.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors. Pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime, made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
What are you doing?
My weekly planner.
On your iPad?
On the Zinnia app. It has all different templates and creative tools. It's so much fun. I can import photos and add stickers.
You haven't heard of Zinnia? It helps me keep track of my kids' sports and dance classes right from my iPhone. Zinnia even helps me save important moments, like when my daughter scored the winning goal last week. I was able to upload a picture and the final score.
Wow, okay. It seems like everyone but me uses Zinnia. How do I spell it? Zinnia? All right, I'm downloading it now.
Nerds. Today's episode is sponsored by NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast. Ready to expand your financial game? NerdWallet can coach you on smart strategies like choosing investments, finding your next credit card, and setting a budget that works for you. Score major points towards your summer vacation by learning expert tips for choosing a high-yield savings account and how to build wealth by investing in index funds. Slide into summer with smarter decisions in 2024. Follow NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast on your favorite podcast app. Future you will thank you.
I would be shocked and appalled if someone said that to me in front of my staff.
I had no idea what to do. I just had to keep it together.
Dental sound bites, created for dentists by dentists.
Listen now wherever you get your podcasts.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, coming up here, we'll drink a toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check-in with Mike Hogg and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Thank you, Miles. There's an article that asks the question burning in us all. Is it okay to put warm leftovers in the fridge? Warm leftovers in the fridge.
I've always heard no.
That's wrong.
Really?
This article says yes. It's actually preferred. The quicker that you get it into the fridge, the more you can preserve the food.
Okay. That's the exact opposite.
Because
flash frozen.
Right. Because when I get it. When you put it in warm, there's a lot of moisture in there. It's coming off of steam, so you're going to get moisture everywhere. It might mildew. They're saying no. This helps preserve it.
Well, I'll be damned. I've been doing it wrong for a long time.
When you reheat stuff, it tends to dry out.
Yeah.
With that moisture in there, you don't have to add as much.
Especially like rice and
I think
stuff.
if it's like a crock pot dish, maybe, but I feel like generally by the time I go to put them in a container, put them away, they've cooled off.
Right, exactly. right.
That's why they're leftovers.
See, now this is saying, put your serving on your plate or in your bowl or whatever, and then just package it up and put it in right away.
But it's lasagna. I might want another piece.
I know, right? That's the big dilemma, damn it. And you know what? Give it 6 months. I'm sure they're going to say, actually, studies are saying that you should, but it's not because actually bacteria gets airborne. I had a teacher that actually, for whatever reason, just posted an article to his Facebook.
Oh.
Sit.
Oh,
sit.
Okay. I was thinking the first thing you said, I've never seen my pizza do that.
I will eat pizza.
And I would not eat my pizza.
That's not my preferred topping.
That's your pizza.
How does a pizza do that, Mike?
Sit out.
Oh,
wow.
For like 2 hours. Wow.
I got to let my pizza out. It's got to poo.
I got to take my pizza for a walk.
I got to take my pizza to the bathroom real quick.
I mean, sometimes it makes me do that, but I didn't know my slice of pizza could do it.
Depending what's on there. Ooh, I'm tired.
Stuffed crust, man, that'll get you going.
Which is ironic because it's cheese. You'd figure that would have the opposite effect.
My pizza just poops it right out, man.
I'm not taking a shot at any place, but I don't know that if you eat a stuffed crust pizza, it's some form of cheese.
Yes.
It can be technically called cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy. Michigan has recalled 1,100 marijuana joints believed to be infused with some untested additives.
What do you think that is?
Well, it's a problem. They're not sure because the additives haven't been tested.
Right.
And look, I'm sure, at least in Washington State, there's a guy I knew, South African dude, man, and he was a longboard guy. No one ever understood what the hell he was saying. But one thing I did know is that he grew a lot of weed. Then weed was legalized. And then he got a job for the state, which I always found him because now he's wearing suits and all this kind of crap. This is my job now. This is what I do. Anyway, I knew he knew what he was doing, but now that state's regulated, I think they're like, hey, we know that you know what you're doing, but we still need to test it through the state-run facilities so that we know what it is.
Right.
That's all, right? They don't think it's killing anyone, nothing like that, but like, hey, now that it's legal, man, there are some loopholes you got to go through.
We need to be sure here.
That's all.
You shouldn't be smoking like Scott's fertilizer or something.
Correct.
Yeah, that kind of thing, bro.
There's a university in Canada using devices called barnacles to collect unpaid parking fees from students. So I looked at what
students.
I love that they're calling them barnacles, but because what they are is it's basically this big device, I guess, that they put on the windshield that obstructs the view of the driver. And there's students that are parked out there that they haven't paid their parking fees, they haven't paid their parking tickets, whatever it is. And so they put these barnacles on there that only they have the passcode to remove or whatever it is. But that's how they're basically trapping these cars.
So I got a barnacle on my windshield. I haven't paid my dues, all right?
Right.
Or my tickets. If I find out that I owe more tickets than I do to call SafeLight, I'm calling SafeLight. But replace my windshield. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if SafeLight would do it. Like, well...
Hey, a busted windshield's a busted windshield. Doesn't get that barnacle off?
Mike, are you a Costco member?
Yes.
You do. You pay.
I do.
Do you pay to park in the parking lot?
No.
Right.
I know, right?
The colleges are just absolute
bilking.
That's ridiculous.
Yes.
I paid the tuition,
right,
and I have to pay to park to go to your school.
Right.
And I already paid to be there.
Right.
I pay your tuition.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, come
I pay
on,
your housing. I pay for your overpriced doggone books.
Look, I go to McDonald's. I don't have to pay to park to go in and eat.
Right.
Because I'm going to pay to eat.
Hey, and here's
if
the
I
thing.
pay for the education,
They did
I should already have the parking.
They did a 10-year study, a decade long, because every year, and most of us know this, you just kind of accept it as fact, college tuition goes up a little bit each year, right? Certain percentage. So they did this 10-year study to figure out why. You know, is it inflation? Is it new stuff?
No.
What they can, because they can. Correct. Right. Because you expect them to, they do it. And do yourself a favor sometime and find out when colleges got so expensive to go to and why.
Their day of reckoning is coming. Believe it or not, most of these universities, University of Washington, land-grant institution. Wazoo, land-grant institution. Do you know what that means?
No.
It means our tax dollars also go into those schools.
Right.
Because they're land-grant institutions.
Yes.
We already pay taxes into them being there.
Yay.
We do. We don't go to school there.
Right.
But all of us do. You pay taxes right now for the University of Arizona.
So cut the kids some slack on the
exactly.
goddamn parking violation.
Jesus.
Moving on here, I might have to run through this here pretty quick, but what is the only reason that men will for sure go to the hospital?
Penis.
Correct.
What's wrong with your junk?
There's some stuff that we can do to make sure that that doesn't happen, though.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10. 10 habits that are hurting your penis. There are some societies that like to hang weights off their dangling participle.
I'm a society now.
I understand we'd all like to make things in the mirror larger than they appear.
Indeed.
But this seems extreme to me. Maybe try dressing it up. A top hat, a bow tie, maybe even a tux. Something formal for the occasion. I once had a delightful member of the fairer sex ask me who I was going to please with that. And I said, me.
Yeah. So these are 10 habits that are hurting your penis. Number 10, they say you're not drinking coffee. A team of researchers from the University of Texas Health Science Center found that 42% of men who drink between 2 to 3 cups of coffee per day were less likely to report instances of erectile dysfunction.
And you make that up because you and Ted drink all that coffee.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I did not have any confidence.
Number 9, your dental hygiene is poor. Researchers found that gum disease is 7 times more common in men with erectile dysfunction. Bacteria in your gum tissue can travel through your body, including inflammation and damaging blood vessels in your penis.
Oh, your mouth is. Yeah, your mouth controls a lot.
That it do.
Sorry, man.
You're not washing off sunscreen. According to the National Institute of Health, your sunscreen can help prevent your risk of skin cancer, but up your odds of suffering from infertility. Certain chemicals, UV filters BP2 or 4-OH-BP, which protect against UV rays, may reduce a man's ability to reproduce by up to 30%.
Well, if you have kids, then don't wash it off.
10 habits that are hurting your penis. You're binge watching TV. Men Men who watch more than 20 hours of TV weekly have a 44% lower sperm count than those who watch almost no TV, according to a 2010 study.
But what if I'm watching porn?
20 hours a week. I mean, does that count football season?
I was going to say sports is eating up my equation on that.
Yeah.
You're eating too much junk. Ayo. In short, junk food is bad for your junk. A 2011 Harvard study found that men who indulge in processed foods high in trans fats had poorer quality sperm than those who followed a healthy diet.
I think they just said that because they're like, look, everyone knows that eating junk food's not good for you. The only way to get through to guys, say it affects their penis.
Look, if you eat healthy, we all know there's many, many benefits.
Exactly.
So, sure.
Speaking of which, it's coming around during the summertime. You're skimping on watermelon.
Nice.
An 08 study found an ingredient in watermelon called, I'm not going to say it, helps relax blood vessels by boosting nitric oxide in the same manner as Viagra.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, man, you will poop quick.
That's a fact.
Jeez.
Oh, my God, that's a fact.
Plus, it's delicious.
I've had it twice this week, man. I just run.
10 habits that are hurting your penis. You're short on shut-eye. Men who get an insufficient amount of sleep will experience a lower level of desire the next day and a lesser ability to reproduce.
But I wake up every day with an erection.
Right? I'm roaring and ready to go.
Yeah, when I wake up, he's like, I've been here, bro.
But how about number 3? Are you getting laid?
Well, yeah.
The more sex you have, the less likely you are to suffer from erectile dysfunction, according to an 08 study published by the American Journal of Medicine.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like working out.
Is that But that's that's not like something, I'm going to go do that then.
Right.
Oh, I need to correct that. Ted, could you correct that problem?
Yeah, I was lazy yesterday.
Right.
I'll go home and have some sex.
Well, there's a sex gym that we call a brothel. Like, look, I'm not here because I want to have sex with you. I just want to keep my penis in shape.
I wonder if self-stimulation can help that. Like, my body doesn't know
if
that.
If it can, I'm fine.
Right?
Definitely helps the cold.
Like, my body doesn't know
with that
where we're at here.
What?
Yeah.
Just because your hand grip strength is different than a woman's body parts. Like, when I was at the bunny ranch, they were like, we hate old virgins. Like they're so used to gripping it so tight.
Guys, ease up a little, man. Treat it with some respect.
Romance the thing.
Man, you don't grab a baby by its face.
Romancing the bone.
Mouth. Settle. Let's see here.
I think that was
sweet baby.
Was it Michael Douglas, Romancing the Bone? I can't remember.
I'm sorry, fellas, but you're smoking too much. The British Journal of Urology study of 65 men enrolled in an 8-week quit program were brought in for erectile testing before the quit date. Halfway through the program and 1 month after the program's conclusion, 20% of the participants confessed to having erectile dysfunction, and by the end, 75% of these men who had stayed nicotine-free had wider, firmer erections.
And now, I need to ask my wife, why did you buy me a carton of cigarettes? I'm not even kidding. She did. I did not ask her to. She came home. No, I
told her to buy me one.
But then the number one habit that might be hurting your penis, and Miles, you absolutely hit on it, just as kind of the other side of that there, but you're not exercising enough. Men who exercise more have a better erectile and sexual function, according to research from a certain medical center. In the study, nearly 300 men self-reported their activity levels, which researchers categorized as sedentary, mildly active, moderately active, or highly active. The participants also self-reported, you guys.
You get weird looks walking around the gym that way, but other than that, it's worth it.
A man in New York was denied a permit to build a shed on his property, and you won't believe how he retaliated, Miles.
How did he retaliate?
Tell you all about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming at 5:50. In the meantime, let's get a contestant in line for Profile This at 206-803-ROCK. Have we made it to drinking time?
Start your summer road trip at Midas and get up to $30 off your next repair service. Plus, get a free closer look vehicle check to make sure you're road trip ready. So if you need a brake service, an alignment check, or tune-up, hit up Midas for up to $30 off. For more details, request your appointment at Midas.com.
Struggling with fine lines and wrinkles? Let me tell you about Dermaclara. Our 100% medical-grade silicone patches have changed the game for so many people. Safe, natural, and incredibly effective, these patches deliver visible improvements in just 30 days. Jessica from New York said her fine lines started to fade after just a week of using Dermaclara, and within a month, her skin was smoother and more radiant than ever. Megan from California couldn't believe how quickly her stretch marks disappeared. It takes as little as 20 minutes per use to start seeing results because Dermaclara's reusable occlusion patches work by enhancing your skin's natural healing process. Your skin gets the best care possible for every stage of your skincare journey with just one ingredient, medical-grade silicone. And we prioritize safety without compromising results at Dermaclara. And we stand by our products with a satisfaction guarantee, so there's no risk in trying Dermaclara. Visit dermaclara.com today and say goodbye to wrinkles and hello to beautiful, radiant skin.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors. pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime. Made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
Rev up your drive with Volkswagen at Bellingham's exclusive offer. For a limited time, get behind the wheel of a brand new 2024 Volkswagen Atlas, Taos, or Tiguan with 4.9% APR for 72 months. Head to Volkswagen of Bellingham today to drive home in style. This offer is only valid through March 4th. Terms and conditions apply. Visit VolkswagenofBellingham.com to learn more.
Start your summer road trip at Midas and get up to $30 off your next repair service. Plus, get a free closer look vehicle check to make sure your road trip ready. So if you need a brake service, an alignment check, or tune-up, hit up Midas for up to $30 off. For more details, request your appointment at Midas.com.
I had so many ideas to add to my journal, but would forget by the time I got home. Then I found Zinnia, the app that easily helps me record special moments and ideas, track my goals, schedule self-care moments, and document things that matter most. Zinnia makes creating content and ideas across screens so easy. Zinnia has so many cute journal templates, habit trackers, to-do lists, weekly logs, and more. I use my iPhone on the go and then switch to my iPad to edit, add photos, and draw. Then I can add directly to my socials. Download Zinnia on the App Store today.
Nerds! Today's episode is sponsored by NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast. Ready to expand your financial game? NerdWallet can coach you on smart strategies like choosing investments, finding your next credit card, and setting a budget that works for you. Score major points towards your summer vacation by learning expert tips for choosing a high-yield savings account and how to build wealth by investing in index funds. Slide into summer with smarter decisions in 2024. Follow NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast on your favorite podcast app. Future you will thank you.
What's up? It's your boy, The Ted Smith from the Men's Room. And did you know I have a podcast? Well, I do. The Podcast. New episodes uploaded every Wednesday on the Odyssey app.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the Men's Room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Good time it is. As usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve with Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast 33-year-old Joel Valeda of Rock Rapids, Iowa. Now, this past Sunday, Joel was pulled over for suspicion of drunk driving. He was driving a Ford Focus, but cops pulled him over because he was swerving all over the road. And it turns out the cops' suspicions were right. Joel failed the field sobriety test and the breathalyzer. He also had an open beer in his cup holder, 6-pack of Corona in the back seat. They found a $1 bill that was rolled up with cocaine residue, but we're toasting him because he also had a fake ID. Now, most people, when you look at your fake ID, you want to make sure the person at least mildly looks like you, right? So you can pass it out. And a name that's not ridiculous. And both of those things were covered. Just keep in mind, Joel is 5'8". And his fake ID had his height listed at 8 feet tall. 8 feet tall. Yes. I don't know.
Come on, Joel.
Dude.
8 feet.
The ID. They look at everything else. They couldn't figure it out. 8 feet tall. They're like, all right, you're coming with us. So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichola.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
Hey, Steve with Thrill Hill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
I sure can, Miles, but first our caller that we just had on just dropped off. Yay. Thanks for calling. But it's a simple game, Miles, where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. All right, Miles, Ted, Mike, Hawk, you will be playing today. All right. You have one of 3 categories to choose from. We have Bite Me. In other words, what did someone find in their food? Hit Me with Your Best Shot, where you guess the unconventional weapon that someone chose to use as a weapon. And finally, Animalize This, where you guess the animal responsible for causing the problem. Hit me. All right, here is your story. We go to Canada, where police in Newfoundland say patrol officers were assaulted by a, quote, very irate man wielding an unusual weapon. The Royal Newfoundland Constabulary says that the incident occurred when officers responded to a disturbance at a residence in central St. John's at approximately 9 p.m. St. John's. According to the police, they encountered an angry man who then assaulted the officers with his weapon of choice. Now, police say they arrested the man and charged him with assault, assaulting a police officer, and breach of probation. He was taken up to a lockup facility to await a court appearance. That's the whole story. But it begs the question, what was his weapon? Was it frozen sausage, a block of cheese, tacos, or a Bible? So frozen sausage, block of cheese, tacos, or Bible. What did this man assault police officers with?
Did you say what time of day it was?
9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Approximately 9 p.m.
Those are tacos, dude.
Going tacos.
I always like to go to Canada for the authentic taco.
The authentic Canadian taco.
Based on the irony of it, I'm going to go Bible.
I was about to say, I think you tried to strike him down with a good word.
Okay. You want Bible?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You will be healed.
Wouldn't that be smite him?
No, only a big man can do that.
What did he attack these guys with? Frozen sausage, a block of cheese, tacos, or the Bible? We'll find out next.
That was a tease. Tired of fine lines and wrinkles? Dermaclara has the solution. Our 100% medical-grade silicone patches are designed to naturally reduce wrinkles and improve skin texture. Safe, effective, and reusable, these patches deliver visible results in as little as 20 minutes and lasting results in just 30 days. Our customers rave about their transformations. Plus, with our satisfaction guarantee, you can try Dermacare risk-free. Discover the power of natural skincare at dermaclara.com and say hello to youthful, radiant skin.
Start your summer road trip at Midas and get up to $30 off your next repair service. Plus, get a free closer look vehicle check to make sure you're road trip ready. So if you need a brake service, an alignment check, or tune-up, hit up Midas for up to $30 off. For more details, request your appointment at Midas.com.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors. Pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime, made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
99.9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Categories, hit me with your best shot on profile. This officers in Canada, they were assaulted with a man who had a weapon. Question is, what is the unusual weapon that he used in the assault? Was it frozen sausage, a block of cheese, tacos, or the Bible?
And that is the question I pose to you 3 fine gentlemen. D. Ted Smith. Wait. Who picked tacos?
I picked
Ted
tacos.
Smith. Yes, you picked tacos. All right. It was not tacos. I'm sorry.
Bless you, Mike.
Bless you. Funny I should say bless you because Mike Hawk, along with Miles Montgomery, you both picked the Bible.
Yep.
No. The brother assaulted the cops with a block of cheese.
Block of cheese?
A block of cheese.
Huh.
I struggled not to laugh as I'm reading that story.
Hey, hoser, I'm going to hit you in the head with this cheddar.
Stop for all the TV news all the time. It is time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right, your choices today, the Jimmys.
Fallon and Kimmel.
Seth Meyers. Stephen Colbert. Or Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
It is right there. The title. These guys have teams of talented writers help them come up with their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
Boeing announced that its crewed space launch was delayed again due to a helium leak in the spacecraft. The Boeing spokesman said, "Come on, guys. A couple weeks. Try to work on it." I can't do it.
I know what you're doing. Fallon.
Seth.
Fallon.
Boeing announced that its first crewed space launch has been delayed again due to a helium leak in the spacecraft. The spokesman for Boeing said,
"Come on, guys, give us a couple weeks to work out the case. We're human just like you are. We make mistakes, we try."
There's a good punishment on Impractical Jokers where Murr has to give this speech at some convention, but it doesn't really have anything to do with the convention, but he has two things. So if he sucks on one thing in the microphone, it's helium. Forget what the other gas was, but his voice would sound like that.
Oh, yeah.
Punxsutawney Phil and his wife welcomed their 2 new kids this week, little girl Sunny and boy Shadow. That means the Groundhogs is indeed getting laid more than you, Mark.
Seth Meyers.
10. Yeah, that's me. Damn. I didn't use Chad, so I figured that'd be too obvious.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So I picked Mark, you loser.
Everyone out there named Mark's like, hey, man, F you, dude.
The Paris Olympics is providing athletes with twin-size beds made out of cardboard to keep them from having sex. If they wanted a bed where sex is guaranteed to never happen, they could have just used the one from my college dorm.
Colbert.
Yeah. Fallon.
The Paris Olympics is providing athletes with twin-size beds that have cardboard frames to keep them from having sex. If they wanted a bed where sex was guaranteed to never happen, they could have just used the one from my college dorm.
Everyone I saw on that was like, I'm pretty sure they're athletic enough to have sex standing up.
Brother, when you want to have sex, and be like, let's do it on the cactus. Fine.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams has announced as part of a citywide crackdown on smoke shops that they are shutting down 75 illegal cannabis stores. So, sorry, stoners, you're going to have to walk to the next block.
Seth Meyers. Come on.
Colbert.
That's Myers.
New York Mayor Eric Adams announced that as part of the city's crackdown on smoke shops, 75 illegal cannabis stores have been shut down. So, sorry, stoners, but you're going to have to walk to the next block.
So, got home a little late last night, but I was still kind of jazzed up, so I was...
Is that the word used?
Yeah. So on the Vice channel, they have a show, and I've talked about it, called Dark Side of the Ring.
Yes.
They have Dark Side of the 90s. Like, they have a few of them, and they're really good. But for some reason, I always forget, like, it's going to be super dark.
Yeah, I mean, it's
like
bro.
Frontline. You know, like, you get all excited. Oh, Frontline's coming on, and you're like, oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah, the Dark Side of is that, because I watched a few of Dark Side of the Ring, right? And they show highlights of these wrestlers, like, oh, man, I remember that. Yeah. One was like Hulk Hogan winning WrestleMania, whatever, when he took out Andre the Giant.
All right.
And they show him, pick up Andre, which was unbelievable, and take him down. And, like, I'm getting worked up, like, yeah, dude, I remember that. And then they cut to the interviews of these guys, and you're like, this is the most depressing thing I have ever seen in my life.
Correct.
And then there's, like, Owen Hart.
Right. Well, do you remember the Road Warriors?
Yeah, of course.
Right, they wore all the spikes and the face makeup and stuff. Yeah, I was watching that one, and you're right. When it's like the one guy, it's like, oh, he is strung out and hammered. But, like, they show footage, and then I was just happy for a change. They were like, if you don't know, you can't tell. So I'm like,
right.
I'm like, all right, man. Like, it looks like he's just kind of, I can't tell he's hammered. But, yeah, the guy's like, yeah. Right after that, we finished the match, and I went backstage and said, you're on your own. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
But it's always pretty interesting stuff. The other thing that always kind of shocks me, and I guess I fathom it because nobody really knew, but it's just all the prescription pills. Mm-hmm. And then people end up dying or ODing, and they're like, I had no idea. And it's like, yeah, I forget. There was a period where everybody just had them, but nobody thought of them that crazy.
Know, right.
Yeah.
But the reason we found out is because people started dying. Like,
as much as you can say what you want about wrestling, but it's physically completely more demanding than a lot of sports.
Absolutely.
Right, like even though it's staged and everything else, man, when you're jumping, when you're getting slammed on your back, you're
and they make up some of the stuff on the fly,
and it's not always perfect. So, like,
correct.
Miggs has had many concussions. I don't believe that was his goal to go into the ring and get knocked out, but it can happen. There's a lot of things that can happen.
Correct. Wrestling. Right, it's fake in the sense that it is predetermined.
It's predetermined,
scripted. But you're right. Like, I mean, I don't know if people have never. If you step foot in a wrestling ring, it's not soft. Hell, I think boxing rings are probably softer than that.
Right, it still hurts.
Right, and you're still like you're doing all that stuff. There's real injuries and everything. And I mean, one I watched the other night, I can't remember the guy's name, but they were talking about same thing. That one I got a little pissy. They were like, we didn't know he had that big of a problem. It's like. Well, the segment before, you were like, he could barely walk without a cane and crutches, but he could still wrestle. Like, the light bulb has to go off in somebody's head that, like, I don't think that guy's okay.
But it is weird how it works, because even though it's quote-unquote predetermined, it doesn't mean that's how it's going to go. Because apparently, when Hulk Hogan's going to take on Andre the Giant is scheduled to win. That's the idea. But Andre the Giant kind of wants to retire because his body just hurt everything.
Also, you have to remember...
But basically, he and Hulk, they're in the ring, right? And Hulk Hogan's like, oh, I know this is a big thing, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to launch my career. I'm going to take on Andre the Giant, right? And we go out there and we do that big headlock thing that you do at the beginning. And Andre's like, yeah, you're taking me out in this fight. He's right. Then we push away. We do a few more moves. So you're watching this as he's describing, right? So you get thrown into the ropes, all this. They get into another lock. And Andre's like, yeah, seriously, man. Like, I need you to win this. My knees. He's like, this is the conversation we're having in front of, 110,000 people, whatever it is. It's like we go through a few more moves. We lock up again, like he's got me in a chokehold. And again, you're watching the footage that we saw. I mean, this is the 80s, so if you're old, you saw this. And it's like, he's doing all this stuff to me, but he's whispering in my ear like, man, my knees are going to give out. So seriously, just like pick me up, slam me down. I'll let you know when I'm ready
and
to
Hulk
do that.
And Hulk Hogan, later in WCW, he's involved in another famous match where, like, the guy that's supposed to win, like, once that, like, there's some behind the scenes kind of bad stuff going on, so he doesn't want to win. And same thing, like, he basically just lays, and finally it's like, you got to pit him. Well, this is awkward. People are just looking at a dude, like, laying in the ring.
Well, it's the thing, but he said, Andre's like, you need to make it dramatic. It needs to be monumental. And again, they're having this discussion in the ring as they're quote-unquote fighting. Andre's, you got to pick me up and slam me. Hulk's like, I don't know if I can pick you up. Andre's like, I will do everything I can to make it easy for you. So he's like, this moment comes. I don't know. This is not what we practice. And when Andre said, hey, I'm ready, do it. And then they show the crowd. Hulk Hogan picks up Andre the Giant. The crowd explodes in excitement. And Hulk Hogan's like, I cannot believe I'm about to do this. Vince McMahon's going to be pissed. I'm going to slam him down. I win the fight. Crowd goes crazy. Launches my career. Vince McMahon's like, what the F is that? Like, hey, man, look, Andre, and basically Andre's the one who settled it. Like, if you have a problem, you say it to me. Vince McMahon's not that stupid. Like, I'm out.
Also, those guys, man, even before they got to that place, they were doing something that either mentally or physically really was, detrimental to being addicted to pills. So Bill Goldberg, I'm not saying he ever did drugs. I'm saying he played professional football for the NFL. So his body has already taken that damage. The Rock played for Miami for
University of Miami. Played Canada.
Jesse Ventura was a Navy SEAL. All these guys have been through a lot before they even get to that point.
Miles, you like golf? What's the best golf movie of all time?
Best golf movie of all time, in my mind, Caddyshack for the humor, probably. I mean,
all right.
It's got to be number one. I think it takes over. But I love Happy Gilmore. That's another comedy.
Yeah, Netflix has confirmed that Happy Gilmore 2 is coming. They didn't announce any details, like casting or release date. I forget the actor's name, but Shooter McGavin will have to be in there. Yeah. Like, you couldn't, and I like his Twitter. He's always messing with people. You couldn't have a Happy Gilmore movie without Shooter.
Sure.
Will Ferrell will play a fictional legend of golf in the comedy called Golf.
Now that seems good. I don't think he's done skating. He's done basketball, so semi-pro.
NASCAR.
Yeah, he's done NASCAR.
Oh yeah, you're right. He has
Blades of Steel, and then Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
So he's kind of covered a lot of these genres.
Has he not done a baseball movie?
No,
I don't think so.
All right. That'll also be on. This is all Netflix kind of stuff coming up, and Netflix will have the NFL's Christmas Day games for the next 3 years.
Really? Yeah, the Ravens.
I'm coming over.
Players are not happy.
I'm coming over.
They're like 2 years in a row, bro. So last year the Ravens played Christmas Day. 49ers, they beat them. Great, but these are still young guys that want to be with their family, and typically, it's like, hey, man, I get to spend this little bit of time. Not only that, they're like, we have 3 games in 10 days, and one of them is Christmas Day. They are not pleased.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd be pumped playing on Christmas Day 2 years in a row. Now, look, if you play for the Lions or the Cowboys, you understand part of it. You play on Thanksgiving.
Period.
Yeah.
But it's such a tradition that I think if I'm 25 years old, I'm excited to do that. That's always been the thing. You know what I mean? Christmas is like... Because keep in mind, Christmas this year is on a Wednesday. So it's not like, if it's a Sunday or Monday,
that's
the players.
So they should get a bye that week, right? All those teams?
I'm not sure where the bye is, but they got 3 games. No, they got 3 games in 10 days, man. And I want to say it. So the bye for the Ravens, anyway, I believe, is the week after that.
They got a little greedy there. We love Thanksgiving. Let's own Christmas.
Wouldn't you?
Well, I mean, look, the NFL for years, it was always kind of a thing that Christmas Day was the NBA's.
Yes.
And you'd maybe have like a weird bowl game, like Hawaii Bowl or
sure,
something like that. But then, a couple years ago, if it lands on a Sunday, the NFL would put on games. But then it seems like 2 or 3 years ago, they were just like, sorry, NBA, we're coming over the top and we're putting games on.
Oh yeah.
Which, again, like I always tell people, that's not the issue, but I mean, that's the thing about watching professional football in America is that it's almost, the Super Bowl is more about, is a massive party. You don't have to like the game. And I always tell people, too, like every Sunday in the fall, if your team's playing and you have friends over, it's like a family function. It's the reason to make the dips. Mike's going to smoke something. You know what I mean?
Meth again. Come on, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's just you and a buddy or you and your girl sitting there, I don't know what. Like, listen, you can order a pizza any Sunday.
Sure.
But there's something nice about football's on.
Absolutely.
Let's order a pie. I'm just hyping myself up. I got to stop.
Soon, Ted.
I know. Soon it'll be there. Let's see. Does anybody in here enjoy The Voice?
I watch it on occasion. It's okay.
I think The Masked Singer I like better.
All right. Well, Snoop Dogg is joining The Voice as a coach. He'll be in there with one of the chairs. And then I would say the guy that's most like Snoop Dogg, and he's Canadian, is a new judge. Singer, Michael Bublé. Yeah, that's
right. Yes, just like
he
Snoop Dogg.
should be the coach.
Well,
Snoop Dogg is a great rapper. I'm not sure.
No, but they're both coaches. They're both.
Yeah, but
there's 4 coaches total. They'll join Gwen Stefani and Reba McEntire. Reba's also got a new sitcom on the way called Happy's Place, which is weird. I used to know a guy we called Happy. Happy did 3 years in jail.
Oh.
So that's where the place is.
Yeah. Happy's Place is just about a dude from PG County that goes to jail for 3 years and 20. This one's kind of interesting, too. Peacock is going to have a mini-series called Fight Night, The $1 Million Heist. It's starring Kevin Hart. Basically, it's about the armed robbery that took place on the night of Muhammad Ali's comeback in 1970.
Huh, okay.
So
I don't know anything about that.
That's why you should watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a famous story. I feel like there's been a couple movies about it, but it weren't as big.
So what was the... So he's fighting that night. Was he robbed, or was there like a robbery that went down because of the fight and so many people were paying attention to the fight?
I can't remember. If it's... I don't know. You know what? I don't know.
That's why
I'm watching it.
That's why they're making a whole mini-series.
Apparently they got enough.
Which is pretty exciting. Let's see. What are you going to watch tonight? I'm going to go home and watch a little basketball. I stay thoroughly confused on what's going on. First 2 games, Minnesota and Denver, I was like, Denver's done. They're cooked. Denver storms back 3 in a row.
Yep.
So in theory, they should win game 4. But who knows? It's the NBA. Yeah. So I'll take the Timberwolves. I mean, Ant-Man's going to get at least 40. You know that much. Then I think there's still a couple hockey games on tonight as well. And I mean, look, that fall's the best, but this is a good time of year if you just like watching sports that matter between the right, because like when we move on to the next rounds, there's less teams, but this is kind of fun. There's something good to watch.
Thank you, Ted. We appreciate it. You're listening to Men's Room.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Nerds. Today's episode is sponsored by NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast. Ready to expand your financial game? NerdWallet can coach you on smart strategies like choosing investments, finding your next credit card, and setting a budget that works for you. Score major points towards your summer vacation by learning expert tips for choosing a high-yield savings account and how to build wealth by investing in index funds. Slide into summer with smarter decisions in 2024. Follow NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast on your favorite podcast app. Future you will thank you.
What are you doing?
My weekly planner.
On your iPad?
On the Zinnia app. It has all different templates and creative tools. It's so much fun. I can import photos and add stickers.
You haven't heard of Zinnia? It helps me keep track of my kids' sports and dance classes right from my iPhone. Zinnia even helps me save important moments, like when my daughter scored the winning goal last week. I was able to upload a picture and the final score.
Wow, okay. It seems like everyone but me uses Zinnia. How do I spell it? Zinnia? All right, I'm downloading it now.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. The U.S. Capitol Police Headquarters wonders who here dropped their cocaine. Meanwhile, a New York man is arrested because his lawn art is hanging brain. Horse in Brazil escapes floodwaters by Heading up to a third-story loft, a man with an ironic bumper sticker hopes his jail bed will be soft. And it turns out the self-driving cars, they suck. It's time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my car.
All right, our top story. We go to New York, where one man was tired of the red tape. He had been in communication with the city for quite some time, trying to get a permit to erect a shed on his property. He tells the media that after a while, the city just quit talking to him altogether about it. And he was rather put off by that. I wonder why. Taking a suggestion from his wife, he donned his chainsaw and decided to add an art piece to his yard as a sort of rebellion against the city, carving a massive erect penis out of wood. Instead of the city reopening communications about the shed, they sent police officers to take him into custody for, quote, displaying offensive sexual material.
Oh, come on.
He's disputing the charges, and the city sent him a warning to take the statue down, but declined to comment on the matter to media. I wonder why. He's still fighting the good fight, but has moved the penis to the backyard in the meantime.
I'm going to start saying that when I go to the backyard.
What's that?
Moving the penis to the backyard.
Just taking it back here.
Taking it, yeah.
Is there a better way to say that?
I just like his style, man. Grab that chainsaw, carve the thing. He said that he's not like a chainsaw artist or anything like that. He just winged it.
Yeah, I will say, I have a buddy that has like one of those giant carved out eagles out of a tree.
Oh, yeah.
It is beautiful, but I mean, the amount of that's hard work.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when you look at the detail and consider it's a chainsaw, it's actually pretty amazing, man.
Yeah.
My grandpa had a massive chainsaw bear in his front yard.
Oh, cool.
For as long as I can remember, dude.
Did he do it or did he buy it?
No, he bought it. I remember when the thing went in, and it was there until the day that they moved out.
Wow.
It was great. I think he even added one to it as well. I love that thing. In other news, let's go to the Capitol, where police found something interesting at headquarters. Up on the second floor of the Capitol Police building, an officer was in a, quote, heavily trafficked hallway that is used to store furniture and other supplies when he found a small baggie sitting in the middle of the floor.
Drugs.
After a brief examination, he confirmed that the substance inside the bag was, you guessed it, cocaine. And he immediately took the baggie to his supervisor.
But not the other two. Look, is anyone surprised?
No.
I mean, come on, man. Jesus, God.
That's where I used to go back in the day when I wanted some.
It was the U.S.
I
Capitol
go to
Police.
D.C., yeah. Adams Morgan. You name it.
I mean, I get how it looks. I understand that because, they talk out of one side of the face and mean something else. But look, man, most of us, we know. Right. Whatever it is they're complaining about or bitching about or say we shouldn't do, there's a good chance. Whoever the person is saying it, I'm like, they do that.
Yes.
I am completely anti-drug. That dude does drugs.
Man.
I'm completely anti... Okay, that person does this. It's Congress, man. Come on.
I have known somebody that worked...
kick field goals.
Oh, man. I knew somebody that worked with the authorities for a long, long time, since I had known him. And he talked about that back in the day when they used to bust these young punks that had weed on him. Yeah, this is going to be taken into evidence. No, it wasn't. He took it home.
I told you, man, there's a guy I knew, and he became a senator for a certain state, not from Maryland, but I knew him from Maryland originally. Went back to his own state, became a state senator, and so he worked Capitol Hill, and I lived in Baltimore at the time. He lets me know he's going to be in town. We get in his limo, right, and we're smoking weed. And I said, man, as long as I've known you, we've smoked weed together. But when it came up for a vote back in you voted against it. He goes, all I did is political suicide. Political suicide, to be honest. So, yeah, I got to vote against it, but let's just keep hotboxing this limo. And I'm
You
like,
bet.
I got you.
Also, anybody that works in law enforcement or something like that, weed's always going to be tough because it stays in your system so long.
That's exactly
Whereas if you're doing cocaine...
3 days, baby.
I was going to say, it's out pretty quickly. I remember talking to a retired cop once down in California, and he was like, I never smoked weed. We used to do some coke. And I was like, all right, that's out.
Well, all right, then.
Meet you at DuPont Circle.
Well, thanks to that narc, an investigation has been launched into who didn't bring enough for the entire class.
Oh, they're not going to find out.
Right.
Dude,
we've launched
because there's
investigation.
40 other guys.
A guy pulled out his wallet and dropped his coke.
Right.
Exactly.
I mean, this is pretty easy.
Right.
There's no point in trying to fingerprint the coke.
I guarantee you it's whoever launched the investigation.
Yeah, it's the guy that works the longest.
That's right. He's going to shut shut that damn thing down and cold case that thing so friggin' fast. We go down to Australia for a rather terrible story. A 17-year-old has been arrested in the Sydney area after he struck a pedestrian while he was barreling down the road and fled the scene. He parked his car nearby and did return to the scene of the accident to see authorities around the pedestrian that he had hit, but his victim unfortunately died at the scene. The teenager was apprehended by officers and taken to the hospital to treat him for his own injuries that he sustained and for a mandatory evaluation. But we couldn't help noticing the bumper sticker that his car was sporting, a just plain old sticker that read in simple words, quote, "I drive like a C."
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Australia again.
Exactly.
Okay.
While some find the sticker disturbing, we can't help but feel that it's a little bit fitting here. I drive like that. Yes, yes, you do. Well done.
Yeah, that's what I drive like.
And just in case those stories left a bad taste in your mouth.
Thankfully, there's good news.
Oh, was that their mouse?
Oh, no.
We go to Vermont State University where they've awarded an interesting degree. Sorry about that. My editing is terrible here. There's a cat that's been roaming around the campus, acting as a sort of emotional support animal for the student body. He's lived on the campus for years, greets students as they walk by, encourages pets and cuddles, and he will even hitch a ride on student backpacks if they pick him up. They said that he's fine being picked up, and that if they're wearing a backpack, he'll jump up on the shoulders and then kind of curl up back there and just kind of enjoy the ride. Because of his long history with the college, they've elected to give him an honorary degree, which is why he's in the news.
What is the degree?
Our feline friend is getting his doctorate.
No way.
His doctorate.
All right.
In literature.
Oh, okay. Well played.
Yeah.
There.
See, at first when I heard that he was getting his doctorate, I was like, dude, like, I get it, it's a cat, but still, there's people that are going to your school for a long time to get their doctorate. Like, we're just going to give it to the cat. Like, screw the cat, dude.
I don't know, man. It sounds like they planned this out perfectly.
Oh, wow, Ted. Wow.
Just snuck that one in before the end of the show.
Well done, Ted. Well done. Bedroom Sports, couple NHL playoff games tonight on TNT. Currently in the midst of Game 6 between the Rangers and Hurricanes, with New York leading the series. That'll move over to Game 5, but in the tied series between the Oilers and Canucks at 7. That's the hockey Oilers there, Steve, not the old-ass football Oilers.
Oh, damn, man. Hurt my feelings.
Steve. You and Wayne Gretzky.
Old ass. You remember? You like Pepperidge Farm.
You was there when they froze us.
You remember the Baltimore Colts?
See, it's water, but now it's ice.
They play in a giant refrigerator, see? They found a way to move the ice to the desert.
We learned it from Canada.
In the world of the NBA, the Celtics put a fork in the Cavaliers and will progress to the next round. Meanwhile, tonight, you've got Game 6 between the Nuggets and Timberwolves. Denver currently leads the series, much to our boy Ted's chagrin. I'm pulling for him, buddy. I'm pulling for you.
Come on, T-Wolves.
Let's go, man. Let's get her done here.
And Orioles tomorrow with Mariners, right?
Correct. That is absolutely right. Some possible showers tonight, but that'll clear up for a nice muggy Friday. Looks like mostly sunny skies with temperatures topping out around 63. And that is it for your headlines. With that, Mike Hawkins out.
Thank you, sir, so much. Tomorrow, Bad Choice Friday and the return of Ted versus the FCC.
Yes, indeed. It's all true, but in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until next time, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A Double Flush production.
Today's episode is sponsored by NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast. Get your head in the financial game with smart investing and budgeting tips straight from the nerds. NerdWallet's experts will set future you up for success with dependable, fact-based insights. No financial misinformation allowed. Learn how to save on your summer vacation, find your next credit card or loan for a big purchase, and invest in your next index fund. Make smarter decisions in 2024. Follow NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast on your favorite podcast app.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
When fine lines and wrinkles are cutting your confidence, discover the magic of Dermaclara. Our 100% medical-grade silicone patches are your secret weapon against aging. Imagine those fine lines and wrinkles fading away, revealing smoother, younger-looking skin. Our customers have experienced remarkable transformations, often witnessing improved skin elasticity and the disappearance of stretch marks within a month. Yeah, even stretch marks, because Dermaclara is there for you at every stage of your skincare journey. Dermaclara's reusable occlusion patches harness the power of your body's natural healing process with just one ingredient, medical-grade silicone. So you can trust that your skin's being treated safely, naturally, and incredibly effectively. It only takes as little as 20 minutes to start seeing results. Plus, with our satisfaction guarantee, there's no risk to trying Dermaclara. Join countless others who have transformed their skin and boosted their confidence. Visit dermaclara.com today and say goodbye to wrinkles and hello to beautiful, radiant skin.